Big,
Oh, Big
big
Cheese. Big Cheese in the house. We got plenty of calcium to show you guys tonight.
yes. Big Cheese TV. It's gonna be a great one. I'm super excited for tonight. So, right away, what are keys to the race? Tim Wells, you can take it
So
tonight.
I would say some of the keys to the race tonight. We've kind of every series is a little different, but hitting those consistent lap times, you can be fast and run those 24 zeros, 24 ones. But if you're not consistent and you have a few laps where you're hitting 24 sixes and slagging a little bit, you're gonna really see that affect you there later down the road. So consistency is going to be key. Sure, cliche, but it's one of these technical short tracks. It's absolutely vital. Another thing is keeping that nose clean. The last thing you want to do is pit a little early than you have to. And then you're stuck on pit road for 10 to 12 seconds, and then you might go 2 or 3 laps down, and a caution comes out. Your race is pretty much done from that point. So keep your nose clean, be patient, and like I said, be consistent. So for me, those are your keys for tonight. If you complete all 3 of those, you might not necessarily get the win per se, but you'll definitely finish top 5, and that's what these guys are looking for, to get noticed a little more in the points.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that high line is going to be key later in the race. So
Absolutely.
that's my key to watch. And pit entry. This is our slowest pit entry so far this season.
100%. I mean, you guys know, you guys race. A lot of these guys might go a little too high on the slider just because they like how it feels immediately. I'm telling you, 15, 20 laps into that run, it's going to be a lot harder to keep it from spinning out coming off those corners. I would see some guys go with the 2 or 3 slider setup if it was me. I mean, some guys drive at different styles. But you start to lose grip. The high line is going to be absolutely vital, and you want to be able to have that grip coming off those corners so you don't spin.
So Ski, I just got word from It's Shifter that you might not have your party audio settings on. So before we keep going, I just want to make sure.
So we'll make sure Ski double checks with that. But Mr. Sporty Morty, I mean, I love Iowa. It opened up in 2006, $70 million project that they opened up 14 years ago. The lap record is actually an IndyCar. I can't remember. Yeah, Elios Villeneuve, I believe. Some French name. I probably can't properly pronounce it. But yeah, this track's got 12 degrees banking in turn 1 and 2, and 14 and 3 and 4. I mean,
Helio Castroneves, right?
Was it Castroneves?
It looks like Iowa Speedway, Helio Castroneves.
Okay. What up? You copy? I copy.
Sparty, you got me?
I got you.
I think I finally fixed my audio. Man, that was probably the best commentating right there I did all year. I had that all prepared and ready to go. Unbelievable. I apologize to you guys. But yeah, man, all in all, looking forward to watching these developmental guys go to work here. They've been putting on great racing all year.
So, goes, it's Ski. So
yeah,
they got you.
I'm here. I'm here.
And according to Mr. James McCombs, the Jimster has clarified that the audio does sound better, and I believe you can hear Ski now.
Sweet. Beautiful. It's Sparty and Ski and Big Cheese TV.
So
live with some WKR truck races, baby.
So, predictions tonight. Who's winning the races? Let's start with you, Turtle.
Well, I mean, just if you just want to base it off like what we've seen the last couple weeks, even like in the points. I mean, you look at like the top three in points. It's kind of been this is the same few guys running the top. You have Do Redneck 520, the Gaming Towel, and a guy like the One and Only. I expected them to stay consistent, run those top three. But a guy like Shabazz, who has shown a lot of speed, he's looking to get his first win of the year. So that's something to see. Other guys that you might not know about is a guy like Wicked Buck, SR89. He's a guy who ran at Xfinity last season, had some time commitment issues, wasn't able to run Xfinity this year. But he is a guy that I really like, race with him a lot, really the last few days. And he looks pretty strong at Iowa, but I really... those are the guys I really like for tonight for the developmental race. I mean, the big show, the trucks tonight, that'll be a different story who I pick, but I'm excited to see what these guys got. But those are probably my three picks. I mean, I know I'm kind of naming a few, but I'd go with those guys.
We usually go two or three, so who do you got, Ski?
Yeah, man. Look out for Travis E992 as well. I feel like he's always had his nose in there this past couple weeks. The Gaming Towel is another one that he really impressed me last week. He looks like he's got a bunch of raw talent sitting behind that wheel, and yeah, man, that Vlad Valentine, I've raced with him a couple times. He's pretty quick, so who knows? These short tracks, man, that in a truck, you drive them trucks around these short tracks. It takes a lot to wrestle these things around there. They're slower, heavier. So I can't wait to watch these guys go to work on them. Man.
So those were some new names that you both just mentioned. I got a new name too, who poked his head up front a couple times last week in Atlanta. Dr. JFH3.
Oh yeah.
He was up there in like the top 5 or 6 for most of that race. I think he got wrecked later in the run.
Right.
But he was up there for a lot of the race, so I got my eye on him. I got my eye on Heidenwith. And I got my eye on the Gaming Towel.
Yeah, Sporty, the fun thing about these developmental races is that I'm unaware of who a lot of these guys are, which is pretty much the point of the developmental league, because those are the guys you get those good consistent finishes, maybe win a race or two. That's how you get noticed and move up into this league. So I'm kind of coming in a little ignorant, a little blind to a lot of these newcomers, but I'm excited to see what new name we're going to see and who's going to come out on top tonight.
Speaking of names, I got some news last week. I couldn't break it until tonight, but Do Redneck got another hot seat. So he's racing races tonight. He told me
did he really?
The 15 tonight for Roush Fenway Racing. So
and didn't he sign into Roush Fenway in the regular truck series?
He might have, but he told me this week he's definitely a hot seat driver. So that is something to watch.
I know that the One and Only got picked up by KBM or Joe Gibbs Racing to drive the 16. Yeah, so
well, congratulations to the One and Only.
Yeah, man, congrats.
Yeah, we've seen already in the first couple weeks from Cup all the way down to developmental trucks, a lot of movement. Up and down. So there's a lot of possibilities. You just got to showcase your talents, and you get the hot seat opportunity. Make sure you make that count and really get those guys noticing you. Because before you know it, you could be trucks week 1, maybe week 6 or 7, you're all the way up in Xfinity. Just time will tell.
Yeah.
But consistency is key. Keeping your nose clean and not being a dirty driver.
Correct.
Yeah, certainly the developmental league is always it's kind of like the most exciting league to me. Man, because we've all been in this position, like when we first came into this league, and you're trying to prove yourself, whatnot. You see these guys driving desperate, so it makes for some of the more exciting racing that we see. So yeah, man,
100%. Like I haven't had a lot of Tuesday night availability, so I even myself, I broadcast for Xfinity, Racing Cup, but I have not seen a lot of the truck series yet. So I'm super excited just to kind of see what the future is going to be like. These drivers for the developmental league and the truck for the M&M's 100 later down the road. So, well, let's see. Bring it on. If you guys are tuning in, you're racing the truck race later tonight. You're all kind of on a hot seat when you think about it. You show out, you win a race. You could get that call up to the next series. It's just like NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup, man. You're just working your way through the ranks. That's all it is.
That is so true. So, who do you got your eyes on in the main event? I got my name. I got one name.
I got one name too. I got two names actually. One is J-Mac. J-Mac's done a fantastic job. Really the last couple weeks, kind of a name coming out of nowhere, but also it's Shifter. I mean, that's a guy I know he puts in the work, and that's a guy that is super smooth at Iowa, and he's constantly getting better week in and week out. So maybe a little biased because I've raced with Shifter a lot, but I do like Shifter for tonight.
Who do you got, Ski?
Well,
let's see if we're on the same page tonight.
Okay. Look, man. for the first 2 weeks, I've been a little biased, and I've taken my KBM guys that I'm familiar with them. I race with them. I like them tonight. Don't get me wrong, but yesterday I was racing Iowa with this T-Bird 22, and T-Bird's quick. T-Bird's quick, boys. So keep a lookout for him.
So that's not my pick. I'm going for Mr. 3 wins this year. Use me.
Oh, God.
Boring. Safe pick. Safe pick alert. Wee wee.
You know what? I'm not picking him because of his speed. I'm picking him because of his strategy. Because he won Atlanta solely on strategy. That was not his race to win.
Yeah, if Measby wins tonight, I'm officially knocking a wall out of my closet and building him a big, huge chair to come sit in, man. Because that's 3 in a row.
That's a lot of work for a chair.
Yeah, man. That's hard.
I thought you were going to say shrine or some kind of mural, but no, you're like, you know what? I want him to be comfortable.
Chair.
I want him to come all the way down to south side Atlanta and take a nice little seat in my chair because he deserves it.
Yeah, man. But 3 in a row. That's tough to do. If he gets another dub tonight, that's that'd be crazy.
It's hard not to pick him. I mean, he's a Cup guy last year. Another kind of time commitment issues as far as like his job. So racing in trucks. I mean, you almost have to pick him until he ends up losing a race. But that separates the guys from like Cup Series Xfinity trucks.
Yeah.
Is the mental aspect of racing because me personally, I'm always got the brain churning of like the lap counter in my head. Like, okay, I can make it to this lap, I can make it to that lap. My tires won't last that long. What can I do to preserve them? Things like that. Will there be a caution that could ruin something? Blah blah blah. It's just always something going on in my brain, and I think that's what separates these guys. And Meets Me has that ability, and I think a lot of these guys are starting to figure that out too. So I think you'll see a lot of guys progress, whether they win or not, these next few weeks. It's going to be a more competitive series as the season goes on.
Mm-hmm. I also look at a guy like do Redneck again, hot seat driver. He's got nothing to lose in that main event. Just put on a good showing. So I'm expecting a top 5 out of him tonight too.
Yeah, he's gonna have his nose up there. He's a good Redneck's a good driver, man.
So the Ridge Rat told us 2 minutes ago he started qualifying, so we should be getting an invite within the next 2 or 3 minutes. This is our first race. This is our first race without Jimster too.
Oh yeah.
So
Jimster's done a good job for us too. Riding, racing, and commentating at the same time. That ain't easy to do.
No, it is not.
So yeah, man.
What are you guys looking forward to later in the week? Is there a specific race? I know Tim, you commentate tomorrow night, but any drivers or guys you're looking forward to?
Well, tomorrow for sure. We're going to Richmond in the Xfinity Series. Similar to Iowa, to me, Richmond's even a little more difficult than Iowa. They're both technical in their own right, but I mean, Richmond is really hard on the tires, and even more so, I think entry between each turn is very different. Where I think Iowa's kind of similar as far as getting into turns 1 or turn 3. I mean, Richmond consistency is going to play even a bigger factor, and just knowing when to let off, because honestly, you can go 80% throttle at Richmond and still run relatively fast laps, but you're saving the hell out of your tires. So I think that's something to look forward to tomorrow. As far as the guys, we've seen some strong performances out of Citrus on Twitch, winning at Daytona, finishing second. don't want none. The Hendrick guys really in general have done a great job. But there's also been some bad luck with some guys who we know are capable of performing well. I know a guy like yourself, Sporty. You've had terrible luck. No one's helping you on the outside line. Daytona lagging out last week at Atlanta. I mean, trust me, you're even like you were my teammate. You're in our series or in our squad, whatever. I root for you, but I also know you're talented and are capable of winning these races. So I mean, I expect for you to bounce back this week. But there's so much like racing with a guy like T-Berg who made his Cup or his Xfinity debut last week. That's another guy who, if he can translate, I've seen him race at Iowa. He's very fast at Iowa. If he can translate that to Richmond, which I'm sure he can, he's very keen on knowing his let-off points, his throttle points, and things like that. That's a guy to look out for as well. But like really, the entire Xfinity series is top to bottom so stacked. I really like Dallas Stars. He's been kind of sneaky consistent the first couple of weeks. Top 10s in both weeks. I think 6th in points. Like he just guys like
right
that.
Now, 6th in points.
And a guy like Nimco Wood, he's been constantly top 5. Just he's right there getting that win. So there's plenty of guys to be excited for. But I'm not excited for Darlington, mainly because I have to race in it. I practiced an entire race last night, and my fingers were just like numb, dude. I am not looking forward to that Darlington race because it's so technical and there's so much, I even had
mess up. You're done.
Well,
there's no coming back from it.
I mean, it takes so long. Right, it takes so long to get back into rhythm at Darlington. Like you mess up, you hit the wall a little bit going into turn 1. You might not get your rhythm back for 2 or 3 more laps. So it's going to be a crazy race. I certainly hope we have learned from the Atlanta's past that we got to give people room, especially at Darlington. You can be as talented in the world, but you're not going to be able to pass people in those corners. It's going to come on strategy and how consistent you run. So plenty of options to choose from Xfinity and Cup. I'm gonna stay out of the Cup side of it because that's showing too much bias. But
bias.
But yeah, I know I've been talking for like 3 minutes. But Ski, who you got first?
Oh,
He's got himself.
I agree with a lot of what you said, buddy. But bottom line, I just hope we have better racing. I think we all can agree on that. It's going to be hope we can keep it clean, keep our passes clean, and if we do that, like I know we're capable of, we're gonna have a great week, man. So
I'm hoping my luck changes because I'm in that 16 car now.
You got the dinger.
What do you mean?
I got the dinger car.
What are you talking about?
I changed from Ross Chastain's car into the dinger car.
Man, I was just getting used to it. To you in the 10 in the green car. What are you talking about?
All I know is that I follow Calling Racing on Instagram, and they posted a dinger thing today. He's raced like 7 or 8 races. He's an average finish of 4.6. So I need some of that dinger luck.
Okay, so you just switching up cars over there, huh?
That's the final switch.
Okay.
Dinger.
Here are the stats on Dinger. 1 win, 7 top 10, 7 starts, 5 top 5, 3 laps led, average start 29, and average finish 4.6.
Okay.
I need some of that Dinger luck. Start in the back and come back to the front.
So how are you doing at Richmond?
And make sure you boys join.
Okay?
Yes. Yeah. We were told to join. Okay. I'm doing okay. So we'll see. Tomorrow will be interesting. Who do we got on the poll here? J-Mac. J-Mac on the poll. That's your pick.
Joined.
That was one of your picks, J-Mac on the poll.
I saw J-Mac. He was running 23.9s, just doing some practice races. So he's definitely fast. He's got, like I said, those 3 keys we kind of talked about, the consistency, staying clean. Definitely pit strategy. I didn't really mention it. I briefly touched on it. For me personally, running these short tracks, I like to stay out as long as I can to avoid a caution being come out and you're 2 laps down. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh. We got the M&M's 100 here tonight. Oh, so I joined a little later. We got J-Mac already pulled out ahead out front. I think that's Respect the Clout and then 98 and Do Redneck are your top 3 right now. So those are 3 names we've all mentioned. I think Respect the Clout's your guy, Ski Mask.
Yeah, that's my boy.
And he's already up there on that top line too. I don't know if that's where he's trying to run, but he's already running that middle groove as J-Mac pulls away.
And those first couple laps, you'll see 3 or 4 wide racing. Some guys will try to utilize the high line just to make sure they get the runs off the corners when it gets bottled up like that. But expect the bottom to middle lanes.
Can't
Exactly.
defend him running the top line. Funny thing, Tim, you said you didn't really watch the developmental league. They don't have cautions. They just don't wreck. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, they're awesome in this league. That's one of the
They don't wreck.
Well, we don't need the broadcasters jinx, so let's be careful with that. Knock on wood.
Yep.
We got some talent down here, man.
Well, as we say that, J-Mac and Do Redneck have just pulled away from the field. So.
Yep. And Do Redneck utilizing a different line than J-Mac. So there's definitely a few different grooves, but it's all about the entry and the perfect point to get back on the throttle.
Hit further back into the field, the one and only P4.
And respect the clout. They're going to get into a little battle here going into one. 18's going to clear. Oh, they're getting into each other a little bit. He sends them up the track.
And clears.
Gets
They're
around
going to crossover, move down the backstretch. Respect the Cloud is not able to get there, and then Gaming Tau follows right behind Respect the Cloud.
3 good drivers right here, man. These 3. Watch these 3.
You got to respect the move to run the unsponsored 98 test car.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Don't know if that was intentional or not, but I also look at the one and only tonight because he was the one guy who stayed out and only took 1 pit stop last week at Atlanta in that last stage. So will he be a strategy factor tonight?
The one and only, he's had him on the podcast last week. Super cool dude, man. Talked to him off the air a little bit. He's from Texas.
And Sporty, they're starting to reel in Do Redneck as these laps keep churning.
Wonder if Do Redneck ran a looser setup and wore those tires out a little bit.
What lap are we in here?
Looks probably about lap 6 or 7.
Okay.
And I have a in-race stat counter, or a lap counter, who will be messaging me throughout by the name of Dale Miller. So we'll see. When I get an update, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Perfect. So.
And J-Mac
pulled ahead.
On him.
And J-Mac has about a 2.5 second lead already. And you just take a ride with him. I mean, you can look how smooth he is. He knows exactly when to let off in the entry and then get back around the gas. Running perfect line right now. That's been the separation between him and the rest of the field.
He doesn't utilize that bottom yellow line. He just kind of holds it there, right in that dark groove, round 1 and 2. I know when I run, I go down all the way down to that yellow line, but he's right in that groove.
And Iowa is one of those tracks. It is really hard to pass somebody. Even if you get under somebody, you're not going to have the momentum coming off the corner, as you would at maybe other tracks, such like in Atlanta last week.
Here comes 98, going to try him up top here. He might get. I don't know.
He's trying that high line. He might get a run. Nope, he dives right back to the bottom.
It depends on. You got to try to set these guys up. I mean, I know me personally. Yeah, absolutely. Now he's going to try to run him down, probably pinch him down a little bit, try to get him not have the same arc coming out of the turn, but 18 fades up. 98's going to have this run coming out of the corner. And he proved me wrong, so I apologize.
But as we said, Do Redneck starts to pull away from those two. Probably about a half a second.
How do you handle this when you're racing with somebody side by side for 5 as he clears him? Is he gonna cross him? He's gonna cross him right back here. How do you handle your emotions when you're racing with somebody like that for 5, 6, 7 laps?
Well, Ski, that's my favorite part of racing. I mean, me and Coach Matt kind of had something happen at Atlanta last week in stage number 2. We're side by side for 4 or 5 laps. I mean, the key is just to not, defecate yourself, if you will. You just gotta stay cool. You gotta stay cool, calm, and collected.
Put that on a shirt.
And for me, at certain tracks, if they go low, they're gonna lose their run coming out. So if you can stay in the groove, stay with your line, you'll be able to keep that momentum on the outside. They'll be able to charge back on the inside, but it's kind of who makes the biggest mistake first.
Right. Yeah, I think the 18's a little bit better than the 98.
Right now,
I think the 98 might just fall back in line, and maybe the 18 can go to work on Do Redneck here.
My pick, Dr. JFH, I've been watching him a little bit through this, and he's starting to make his way through the field. our counterpart over there in England.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Brit.
The
The Brit.
Yes. In case you didn't know, Tim, we end tonight's broadcast saying cheers. That is due to Dr. JFH3.
Hello, Dr. JH3.
So it looks like he's
gonna take a
looks
pit.
like he's gonna come pit here.
For a quick pit.
He's gonna pit. Who else behind him's gonna pit? T Nasty's gonna pit in that 32 truck.
You know, at a track like this, you know, if you're pitting early, it's usually you're just not thrilled with your car. Maybe you chose the wrong slider, or it just wasn't handling like the way you thought. So you're gonna try to make those adjustments as quickly as you can. Short pit, get some time back. Just gotta hope that caution doesn't come out during that time. It sounds like the last 30 races you haven't had to worry about that. So maybe he's trusting his gut.
How's the 8 truck doing here? The gaming tower. He's back there?
P6.
Okay.
Which is
man.
We saw J-Mac pull away early, and the top, the 2, 3, 4, they're still all running together. Those are the guys, just kind of there.
Where's our boy Shabazz?
Shabazz at the back of the field, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, it looks like Respect the Cloud at a wonky pit entry. There's a 3 truck of Heidenwith goes around him. Let's try to find Shabazz here.
Looks like the one and only caught Dude Redneck here.
It does. Let's go back up to that.
And the 18 gets into the 00 as he's getting on the pit road.
A little bit.
Interesting. So, short tracks like this in Richmond are super hard to get on the pit road because your entry is so quick. If you're trying to make it a perfect entry and not lose any time.
I will say, especially since these aren't team communications, these guys are actually in a full party with each other. You've got to make sure you call that out. You don't necessarily have to. It's not a rule, but it's definitely helpful. You don't want to get it ran over.
Right.
You go back.
Especially when you got somebody right behind you.
Looks like J-Mac is in the pits. So there's your leader, and the former leader in the pits. The one and only's back out on the track. Respect the Clout is ahead of him.
Turtle, what lap is it?
So I just got informed that because it's not team communications, we won't have the lap counter until the next race.
Okay. Cool. Well,
so
I would assume
be
they're about halfway. There's probably like 8 laps left in stage 1, I would say, if they're all pitting.
Well, Dude Redneck hit a lap after Respect the Clout and came about 3 seconds ahead of him. So, short pitting did not seem to benefit that 98 truck.
Yeah, I don't know where he came out at. Let me see. Hold on, let me go back here. What J-Mac still beating him by 3-4 seconds. Isn't he?
Yeah. Shabazz comes into pit here. I think Shabazz had obtained the lead somewhere through there. The lead will cycle through to Dr. JFH. I think he's the only one who has not come down pit road.
And the real Brewski already a lap down. I'm curious if he got black flagged in the pits.
That will be interesting to watch.
I'm riding around on J-Mac's hood view right now, and he's buzzing.
Fast.
He's buzzing. He knows
Looks
exactly
like,
what he's doing.
the gaming couch does not look like he is pit either, I don't think. We'll find out after it all cycles through, but...
And I did just get word, Sporty, there is 6 laps to go. So coming to the line will be 5.
Coming to the line will be 5, so we will have to find who the leader is. I'm assuming it's J-Mac, unless people have not pit.
I think it's J-Mac, and second place is the 18.
So if J-Mac was able to get around the 18, he would be in P1. It looks like he's heading in to turn 1 right now. And the 18 is just behind him.
18 is P1. 18 is P1.
Well, he was pitting. J-Mac has now passed him, so 18 is now P2.
I think your P1 is J-Mac, I think your P2 is the one and only, and I think your P3 is Respect the Clout.
Okay, so I got word from the commissioner. J-Mac is back in the lead. 18 has 5-ish lap pressure tires.
Wow. I don't know if he can catch. I think there's a little too big a gap, and the 18's gonna. Ooh, the 18
wall
almost
there.
got
You know, I mean,
Oh,
unless the 18 made up a ton of time, but he lost some time being out there. I might guess he tried to go for 2 tires. So he might have fresher right sides, but I don't think he has fresher 4 tires.
Ooh, there's a car wrecking in front of Redneck right now. Oh, he gets around him. But yeah, I think it's 1 J-Mac, 2 18. The 3 is Respected Clout, and then I think Dude Redneck's gonna be your top 4. I think. I don't know. It'd be great to have a ticker up here, wouldn't it, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Whenever they get that ticker back in the game.
Dear 704,
yeah.
give us the ticker. That would greatly benefit all of us involved. That ad was brought to you by Hugger Oranges
and Velveeta.
and
Holler at your
Velveeta
boy.
cheese.
Brought to you on a Big Cheese TV.
Mm-hmm. Ski and Sporty TV.
Featuring
Big Cheese.
Big Cheese. Can't wait for our hit rap album to come out.
Oh, yeah, that's coming, too. It's cooking. These guys are cooking here at Iowa, man. Some of these guys are just running crispy lines, too.
Dude Redneck was about 2 or 3 seconds behind the 18, has now brought that down to about 1 second, it looks like.
Yeah, he has. It looks like the 18 is battling with the Gaming Towel. Now, the Gaming Towel, you know, he might be up there, too, in the top 3. I don't know.
And this may be
It
the white
looks like-
flag.
Okay.
That might have been the green and white checkered.
They're battling like it.
Not slowed yet. Some of these guys look like in the turn. Let's see. Let's go to J-Mac. Let's see if J-Mac's car is slowed.
The 8's gonna get him. The 8's gonna get the 18 right here to the line.
J-Mac's car is slowed.
And J-Mac takes stage 1.
And the Gaming Tau is also there. So it looks like Gaming Tau got P3. Hopefully, Commissioner will give us word of who the top 5 were.
None too surprised. We talked about J-Mac and then pre-race. I mean, we knew he had a fast car. He dominated the entire stage. The only time he wasn't leading is when he had to come out to pit. So, I mean, plus when you're leading, you have that big of a lead. You had the flexibility to risk it with the 2 tires. If you have a big enough lead, go with 4. He stayed with 4 and was able to come out on top in stage number 1. This is the car to beat right now, guys. I as of right now, no one else has showed me anything else that's going to compete with J-Mac. So he's still my pick.
I want to see him. I want them to go to this pit stops. I want to see him on this restart. See if if P2 can maybe get a run on top of him. See how he does with the little. Because I think on the start of the race he kind of just took off on him. Everybody's battling each other. I want to see him with a little side by side racing. We're gonna find out right now.
Okay, so we got J-Mac P1, the 18 car, the one with P2, Game Tau P3. P4 is the Redneck, and P5 is the Brit. Dr. J at H3.
Yeah.
There's your top 5.
You know the Gaming Towel ain't gonna let he.
18.
Oh, 18 had a bad deal right there. Here comes the Gaming Towel. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, let's see what the Gaming Tau. It's the first challenge presented to J-Mac all night. Now they all got their adjustments in. So,
And the 8 has a run, but the 26 able to hold him off so far.
Ooh. 8's feeling a little racy. Here comes Dude Redneck too, right behind them.
the side-by-side racing team.
J-Max gonna get a nasty run on the top.
J-Mac executed that perfectly.
No doubt.
And there's
these guys.
3. I was gonna say 3 cars now in the mix. Looks like Dude Redneck has joined the party.
No doubt.
And they've just pulled away from the rest of the field too.
Something I noticed early on in
This is gonna
stage
be a
1.
fight.
Oh,
This is
absolutely.
gonna be a fight.
Yeah, something I noticed in stage 1. You know, Dude Redneck was right there with the 26 and then started to slowly fall back. We'll see if he can keep up this time as they're entering turn 1.
Ooh, Dude Redneck drove it a little too
A
hard
truck.
there.
I just saw a truck get in the wall.
Yeah, let's go back to that. It looks like a 51 truck, potentially.
And the real Brewski turned sideways. We got turned sideways into the wall, but able to keep it going.
Kansas coming back there too.
Mm. Dude, who is the double zero hits the 8 car a little bit here. Loosen them up a little bit and come around on the backstretch.
And the 98, a little farther back in the field, made it 3 wide and got into the 3 truck and lost a lot of time trying to pass a few guys.
Nice short track racing for you there, though. You're going to see the bumpers every once in a while.
But some great racing farther back in the race. Guys like the 98.
Oh yeah.
98's moving.
Yep, and the 3 truck and the 87.
They're going 3 wide again. That's another thing, Tim. We were at Atlanta, and these guys are running 4 or 5 wide down the backstretch. These developmental guys.
It doesn't always pay off.
There were no cautions, so whatever they're doing, they're having fun with it. They're 4 wide here coming out of 2.
This is great. This is great racing. I know we got a race in the front as well, but this is what I love to see.
No, I know. I'm back here too. These guys are off the chain back here. 4 wide. Shabazz is sideways in the corner, behind it all.
Wins that battle.
Yeah, man.
He gets up to, looks like P5. And J-Mac hasn't really, we'll go back to the front, hasn't really pulled away from the 00 or the 8. He's maintained that about a second gap over the second place.
And because it's so hard to pass these guys, if you can stay within a second of the leader, I mean, this is where you might gamble on a short pit, come out on top by a second or two, and try to make him pass you for that stage win.
Drew Redneck has dominated both these races, unfortunately, last week. Strategy came into effect. But he's never seen this competition from anybody else besides the gaming tab who's running P3.
Right.
So he's in a spot that he hasn't been in all
Does anybody know where J-Mac come from? Just a new entry here?
Looks like it.
Yeah, not particularly sure. I raced with him a few times in the last couple of days. Doesn't talk much, but he's fast.
Okay. All it takes.
So a little further back in the field, it's a 2 wide racing between Dr. JFH and Travis E992. If Dr. JFH makes that high line work, going out of 3 and 4.
And these guys still going at it. They're in the back of the pack. Tongue punch right now in the 2, battling the 97.
That's Kansas Venom in the 97, correct?
Yes, it is.
The one guy got memorized, tries to do rednecks. He's got the paint scheme like I did in the 10.
Don't look now. Don't look now, Sporty. The 18 of the one and only is starting to slowly creep up on the 8 of the gaming towel.
He's one of those guys, strategy play.
These two have been going at it all night too. Oh, he's pit. I knew they were getting close to pit stops here. The eight just dove off into the pits as the 18 was catching him, like Turtle was pointing out. He pit early in the last stage as well.
And if I'm due redneck here, Ski, I mean, I think you pit now.
You have
Yeah,
to.
no doubt. You got to get that. You got to get that jump from the leader, and throw the kitchen sink. If your truck at this point, this is your last chance. If you want to gamble, try to get a good finish in this race, throw the kitchen sink at it if you're not happy with the truck.
I think the 8 of the gaming towel has the right idea. The short pit, try to gain a couple position, maybe a position or two, maybe even the lead. He said he was sitting third when he came in, but he's going to at least come out in front of Do Redneck, assuming all goes smoothly. But I think that's the right call. Get as many points as you can, and potentially win the stage.
No doubt.
See, Dr. JFH comes down pit road, so he's the second truck to come down pit road.
The leader should be coming this time.
Let's keep our eyes on the gaming tab. Looks like Team Nasty's coming down this time. Entering from the backstretch. Travis E as well.
I think P2 and P3 are kind of follow the leader right now, since they're so far apart from him as well.
And we tend to go at the line here.
As here comes Do Redneck.
The leader stays out.
Looks like the leader stays out.
P3 is going to follow him.
So there's your strategy play. Walking bucket. Looks like he was trying to come onto pit road. Does he make it? He does. There was possible speeding this. That's something to watch. The walking bucket.
You know, as a driver, if I'm J-Mac, you know, I'm sitting up front, you have a few second lead, you know these guys are going to try to do the strategy pull, short pit, or whatever. If I'm J-Mac, you just take 2 tires, you're going to have, you know, 8-9 second cushion on some of these guys. You're already the fastest truck. I mean, you can already make it just another 4 or 5 laps. I think that's what you should do here, just be safe.
He doesn't have anything. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to worry about.
He's a whole backstretch ahead of that 18 truck.
Especially if he comes in, he takes 2. You know, there's 5 laps left when he comes out. He's got a new day.
And 4 to go here at the line.
He's just got to be cautious that he doesn't run his stuff out.
I mean, it's possible he might be able to make it. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if you can be that fast and save that much, but, I mean, we've seen some guys do it.
Dr. JFH on fresher tires is pulling away from him ever so slightly. As it looks like he's going to come down here.
Here comes the 18. Here comes Speed 2.
We'll see. It looked like J-Mac might have come down a little too fast.
Yeah, he did come in a little hot. We'll see if that was a penalty or not.
We're gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here and watch him. Let's see if we can get a clock on this. On the stop. Because that would be huge if he goes 2 laps down for the end of the stage.
And the 18 comes into pit as well.
We'll see where everything comes out here. Usually the truck stops about 16 seconds, correct?
Well, I'm looking at it right now, Sporty. The gaming towel is about 2 or 3 seconds jumped in front of the 00. So, like I said, the short pit.
18 seconds, it looks like J-Mac has gotten a penalty.
No doubt. He did too.
J-Mac possibly will go 2 laps down.
And as fast as he was out front, when they reshuffle this and he's got to start traffic in front of him.
I mean, you're absolutely right. It's really tough to get through a field of really competitive racers who lap times don't separate too much. Excuse me. And when you're like J-Mac, you run a certain line. Some of these guys are going to get in your way, so you're going to have to figure out different ways to get around these guys.
No doubt.
Tough break there for J-Mac, who absolutely was dominating the race.
Still hard to win these races, man.
It's so hard.
I mean, when it comes down to it, 90% of the time, especially in this league, to win the race, you make the least amount of mistakes. Doesn't matter if you're the fastest or you maybe had the best strategy call. If you make one mistake, that could be it for you. I mean, it happened in stage 2, so he got a break there. But if this happens in stage 3, your race is done.
Exactly.
He's still going to be a lap down, though. If he goes 2 laps down, there's no way he's getting 2 laps back. So
I don't know if he'd go a lap down. I would imagine he's at least half a lap down because he did have that big lead.
Is the gaming tower the leader? Or I see the 18 in front of him.
the 18 is in front of him. I think Do Redneck's behind them.
Because I was trying to figure it out because the gaming tower short pitted on all of them, like 2 laps before any of them came to the pits.
And I can't confirm this, but
That looks like it might have been the end of stage. Potentially, no. 1 lap to go, possibly.
And the 18 trying to hold on. And I believe he might have taken 2 tires to get out front of the 8. Here comes the 8. He's a lot faster than the 18, but I don't think he's enough time.
51,
That 51 truck goes knocked down. That does not help. Jam.
Wow, he's driving that thing
Mac.
on in there.
If that was to put the 51 car truck another lap down, that's not going to help J-Mac.
And the 18, the one and only, taking the stage win.
Uh-oh. Here comes the 8 on the top. Oh.
Yes, that wasn't for the stage.
Holy smokes.
704, please give us a ticker.
He might get him. He might get him right here.
52 trying to stay on the lead lap. And here comes the... Contact!
The 8, contact. 52 stays on the lead lap, and the 8 checks
That
out.
was
That
it.
was the end of the
That was
stage.
it.
That was close.
52 stays
Wow.
on the lead lap.
He made it. He's still going.
Good job, 52.
And
get your lap back.
And because
Love it while you're doing it.
Because the 52 was racing the 18 so hard, it allowed the 8 to come out of nowhere and take position 1 for that second stage. So the Gaming Town wins stage 2.
Also, that helps J-Mac, because if that truck went a lap down, he is not going to be getting that free pass.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, you get a black flag, you're going a lap down on a green, right?
On a short track like this, that's most likely.
I think it was close. He had a decent enough lead, 15 seconds. It's about a 23, 24 second lap track. I think he might still be in the lead lap regardless, but we'll see when he comes back. But I think J-Mac's going to be fine as far as staying on the lead lap.
Okay.
So we'll see
wow, interesting. Interesting start to stage 3, boys.
I'm taking the tires here.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm taking the tires. So J-Mac is at the back of the field. It looks like he is on the lead lap. The 52 is fighting to keep his lap.
He's on the inside row of row number 5, so he's got some work to do to get back up front.
An interesting move. Shabazz Aldine, name who hasn't been mentioned, started on that bottom line and immediately saw a hole in the top and took it.
The 18's falling back.
18's falling back. And look who's back up there, J-Mac. Already P3, P5?
Oh, wait, he's right here in P5, sitting right here in P5, P6.
And look at your boy. He's always going to be your boy, Ski. Respect the clout, P2.
Yeah, respect the clout, man. He's raw. He might need a little coaching, but as far as driving, respect the clout. That's a wheel man right there, boy.
J-Mac already making a move here on Do Redneck. I mean, he played it perfectly.
Here comes J-Mac. He was answering those questions about driving in traffic already.
He answered. He heard and answered your questions.
Yeah, nobody's more crispy and precise with his line. He is true to his line, and it's like, if you in his way, get out of the way.
Well, he's about a second and a half, 2 seconds back on the game
But-
Tao. So that'll be interesting to watch. They run side by
Yeah,
side.
man.
To Redneck.
Yeah, and the game in Tao, he's just as precise. I feel like, as well with his line. So the game in Tao is gonna be tough to beat. Dude, Redneck, he ain't gonna give up on nothing. He's gonna give J-Mac all the hell he wants right here. So
we have also just received word from the commissioner. There's a warning issued to the 52. It's not a penalty, but he made contact with the leader on the last lap of the stage and he would have gotten the free pass either way. So, warning to the walking bucket. That's our first warning. That's our first warning of this season.
My guess, he was the last car on the lead lap.
Yeah, and he was fighting to keep his lap.
right, he was desperate. I mean, that's a good. It's just a warning. He's in the developmental league, so it's a good learning experience for him.
I get the warning. It's still a lot of fun to watch from up here.
No doubt.
Now, you're talking about J-Mac kind of making moves and getting back to the field. Dude Redneck has his preferred line on the bottom here.
Yep.
And J-Mac cannot find a way around him right now. As he goes for the crossover move, coming out of 2.
It's so hard to clear a guy. If you can keep his momentum on the outside, you're not going to be able to pass him. You have to really drive it up. Sometimes you have to get a little more aggressive and run them up the track a little bit so you can clear them. Not always a popular move if you're on the receiving end, but sometimes necessary.
And also, as we say that, Gaming Town, Respect the Clout, have put about a 2.5 second lead. Looks like 3 seconds on our 3rd and 4th place runners right now.
How many times do they have to come to pit road here in this stage 3? Isn't it twice?
I think it's twice.
I believe it is. I believe they have to pit twice.
And the 8 gets in the wall a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's going to allow the 98 to close that gap a little bit.
This is a good battle. This is a good battle.
A battle for 3rd place and 4th place.
Because you know the 26 is so frustrated right now that he's not in the lead.
And he finally clears.
Finally clears me. He's like, finally. Let me get by you. Now let me go to work on the leader and all them. But they're too far away, man.
And I'm not a team captain, but if I were, I'd be looking at a guy like the 98, see what he can do when he's not in traffic. He's able to run down the leader and stick with them. He was battling 3 or 4 wide earlier in stage 1. Give him the opportunity to kind of move through his field, see what he's got. He's proven a lot so far in stage 3.
Exactly. Yes, sir. We'll see if this 26 can maybe creep back up.
So
P1, P2.
the commissioner has told us that J-Mac is a part-time driver. He knew a week before this that he would be available to run tonight, so he's put in about a week's worth of work just on this track.
Okay.
Plus,
And we have a battle for the lead.
respect. It looks like the gaming tower.
Respect the
below
clout.
other.
He's creeping on them.
The A gets a little loose.
On the top.
Oh, bumper.
That's what I like. You try to get the run on the outside lane, get a little bit of a draft, and try to dive in a little bit in turn 1, but you got to keep it off the wall.
All right.
And J-Mac's starting to close now.
Yeah, J-Mac's gonna catch up to these boys as soon as, if I'm the 98, I might try to ride behind this 8 until we get to the first pit stops or something.
That 26 licking his chops.
No doubt.
Do Redneck has also solidified that 4th spot. Looks like the 18 has climbed his way back up to 5th.
That 98 knows one speed.
3 also is coming out of the pit, so a short pit potentially.
Also,
Trying to get fresher tires later in the race.
I wanted to let you guys know, so I ran this race once this week. I believe stage 3 is 1 pit stop, but if you short pit, you have to go the full length. It's about a 21 lap little stout there. So you got to be careful when you pit, because if you pit with 21 to go, you're really pushing it. And in my experience, I experimented with the short pit, and I blew a tire in the last lap, so that's something to look out for.
Well, we've seen the 8 short pit in both these stages. So we got to watch him to see if he's going to, stay out of the track a little longer. If he's practiced this, knowing he's got to stay out a little bit longer than what he's been doing in the, stage 1 and 2.
In that mirror of gaming tower, I've also seen Do Redneck P4 starting to slowly close back in on J-Mac. Wonder if he wore those tires out fighting Do Redneck.
Maybe.
And 26 is slowly getting closer and closer. If you're the 98, I mean, what you were saying earlier, Ski, just kind of ride it with each other. Don't wear out your stuff too quickly. And you don't want to see the 26 pit before you, because he's going to pass you. You want to stay out in the lead. So
right.
When you're the leaders, it's hard to kind of gauge when anyone else is going to pit. So, and the 98 looks like he's coming in now.
Here comes the 98.
Which, if I'm the 98, you're second place. I think that's a good call.
Yeah, good pit entry as well.
If you're expecting flat right now, you want to see a caution.
All right.
I don't think we're going to get one, but you want to see. Oh, Shabazz gets into the wall. Turn 1.
I don't think we've seen a caution in the development league all year, have we?
I think we saw one at Daytona. I'm not positive, but Daytona doesn't count for cautions.
Yeah, but these guys are awesome, man.
And J-Mac's really strong in the long run. So the longer you stay out, the more time you're going to give up to him. If I'm the 8, you need to pit as soon as you can. Here he comes.
Well, is J-Mac going to stay out?
Do you guys want a spoiler for the main event?
Let's hear it.
What's that?
It's news. Breaking news. There's a bounty out on Misny.
Oh, really?
Bounty. First bounty of the season.
Uh-oh.
Who's coming?
Where? No, it's. Can you?
Oh, just on the reg. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought maybe a Cup driver or Xfinity driver was jumping down there to go get it.
Nope.
Okay.
Bounty's out on Misny.
Well, what's the bounty?
$25.
$25.
Mm-hmm.
25 chickens.
25 chickens.
25 bananas.
25 bananas.
Hey, that's a half a tank. That's half. Oh, 51 is stuck in the wall.
Uh-oh.
There's a bunch of trucks come down the pit.
Right as the leader comes to pit.
51 looks like he had trouble getting on the pit road and collided with the wall and was just kind of got stuck there for a second. And the 98 looks like he might have bounced in front of the 8, and he's about a second ahead of the 8. So that's where the short pit really comes into play. Now, if he can save his stuff a little bit, I know you said he's raw. If he can save it a little bit, he'll have more, late in the race for the 8, because the 8's going to try his hardest to use up his stuff to get back up there.
Yeah.
We also got to see if Drew Redneck comes out ahead of that 26 again.
I know that 98's going to drive as hard as he can every lap.
So here comes the 26 out of the pits. And he will come out about 0.3 of a second ahead of the 00.
And I think there's a big enough gap between the 98 and the 26. I don't think he's going to be a factor unless the 8 and 98 really race hard here.
The 8's there. The 8's caught the 98. The 98's are driving that thing too hard. The 8's gonna give him all he wants right here. Look, he's pushing him in the corner. He's gonna get up on his left quarter panel. Get a run on him right here. He's at his door.
That's a textbook pass.
Yeah.
Textbook.
And you know who likes seeing that racing?
And there was who's that?
26.
Yeah, he does. There was nothing the 98 could do right there.
No.
That was, hey, I caught you. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I passed you.
The best thing the 8 could do is...
And then I'm pulling away from you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Exactly.
Yeah. The best thing the 8 could have done right there is get past the 98 as quickly and cleanly as possible. That's what he did. Because, the 26, he's going to run out of the fresh tires for the next couple laps. So things are going to even out here in a second as you see the 98 try to make him go the 8.
Further back in the field, let's see. We got J-Mac P2, it looks like. Do Redneck is P3, the one and only P4, excuse me, for the Do Redneck, and the one and only P5.
Boy, that 26 is hunting.
Looks like someone stacked a caution is out.
Caution. Wow.
Looks like the 2 of Tongue Punch 2 has some front end damage.
Caution flag, Turtle.
Unbelievable. So now, this is interesting. Like, do you stay out? Do you stay put? I mean, I think track position is going to be important. But if you're in 5th or 6th place, why not try to get those fresh tires?
Right. And what do the leaders do?
The 8 has got to be hating life right now. That's all I know.
I think if I'm the 8, I pit.
That 26 is licking his chops, man. I mean, this is everything the 26 wanted to see. He was hawking them down, man.
The 98, has to pit because he pit about 5 laps ahead.
And a few guys stayed out.
So
they did stay
18,
out.
The 87.
Oh no, they might have pitted.
No, the 18. Possibly
yeah,
the
98, the 8, and the I think
97.
the 26.
97 has not seen the front in any race this season, so this is going to be interesting.
Holy smokes!
Strategy.
Oh, they're 4 wide. 4 wide here.
And 26 up into the high side. That's not where he wants to be, but he makes it work.
As does the 8.
Crazy. 18 battling hard with the 8. Here comes the 98 on his quarter panel.
And here comes Do Redneck.
I wonder how many laps were left that they had. That some of these guys possibly took 2 tires.
Yeah, we need a lap count. They're 3 wide here, coming off turn 2.
I think 18 down the track, looking at a crossover on Do Redneck. I think Do Redneck's faster than that 8 truck too.
26 is coming. He moves underneath the 18 truck. He's going to be able to clear him coming out of turn 4.
That 26 on a mission, boy.
It's like Kyle Busch tonight when Kyle Busch could win. Go through every car in the field multiple times and just go out and win the race, no problem.
And I believe the 8 truck, he did pit, correct?
He did pit.
Able to make his way fast.
Here, that 98 is going to try to hawk him down. We saw what the 98 was versus the 8 on those old tires. He's got new tires now. Let's see if he can go huck them down. They're going to go 3 wide under him.
5 laps to go next time by.
5 laps to go next time by, yep.
3 wide down the backstretch.
I don't know if it's enough time for that 26.
Looks like there was a truck in the wall as well as they go 3
This
wide
is
again.
crazy.
Oh, the bunch
This
of
is
bumping coming out of 4. Back in the pack, Dr. JFH involved, possibly Shabazz. Shabazz, a name that hasn't been mentioned tonight. Looks like he's worked his way up to P6.
A lot of bumping.
P5.
A lot of
P5
bumping.
for Shabazz. So a guy whose truck has not seen the front of this field is slowly climbing his way up.
And the 8's just praying there's not going to be another caution. He's got a big enough advantage.
That's ball game for the 8 truck.
Barring a significant error in judgment, I believe he's going to come out with a victory here.
Caution.
Yes,
Caution, I think. 33 in the wall. Unless they stay green, 33 is wrecked. Dr. JFH, he gets going again, it looks like.
And it's still green.
They're still green. Interesting.
And the 98 still out in second place. 26 struggling to get by.
26 is just... I'm hoping we get to interview J-Mac. I love interviewing Dew. He's got to get ready for that next race. But I just want to hear J-Mac's thoughts on this race. Come side by side down the front stretch. Looks like J-Mac might have had him that lap.
Yeah, I believe J-Mac's, his biggest pain in the rear has been that 00.
No doubt. No, it feels like he got the best
Crossover.
truck.
He puts the bumper to him.
Ooh.
Puts the bumper to him. That could have been the last lap.
This is late race Iowa frustration right here, baby.
Beating and banging. It looks like two rednecks.
Look at him. Look at him.
They're still going.
They're not happy. They're not happy with each other right now.
That's some short track racing. The 00 with a crossover move down the backstretch. Oh, this is the battle right here. Oh, slide job.
He's gonna send it. He's gonna put him. I bet she puts the door. Oh boy.
That looks like it could be the end of the race.
Yep, and a great finish for third place. But congratulations to the Gaming Tau.
Yeah, congrats, Gaming Tau. Respect the clout. Gonna get another interview this week.
I'm respecting the clout personally. I respect all his clout.
I think you should tell him that.
And by me saying that, putting it into the universe, his clout's only on the rise. That's stock market and clout. Buy all the stock.
Okay, so we're gonna invite the commission here. We're gonna invite the commission. He's gonna get these guys in here.
Oh man. What a great that was a great race, man.
It really was. You laughed, you cried. Awesome. There's some drama. It was like an ABC sitcom back in the '90s. That's exactly what it was.
No doubt, man. That was off the chain. We got a little late race drama there. We didn't know who was gonna win.
Who won, Jose? The Gaming Tau won tonight's race.
Oh yeah, the Gaming Tau, respect the clout, and J-Mac, that top 3.
Oh, I can't wait to interview J-Mac.
I need to tune in these races more often. That was fantastic.
What is up, Commish?
What's going on, guys? I have results here.
You want to...
Tau in first, Respect the Clout in second, and J-Mac in third. I'll suggest them to the party here. You guys can talk to them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Commish, what'd you think of the race?
I actually loved the race until that last restart. Towards the middle of the pack there on that last restart, things that happen on last restarts happened. So people going 4 wide when they don't need to be doing that. But besides that, I thought the race was awesome from beginning to end. Some guys were really fast up there. It's good to see. I was entertained for sure.
Yeah, that was
that battle for third. The end of the race, I think that was the most impressive.
J-Mac and Do Redneck going back and forth, side by side for the last 5 laps.
Crossover. All right, I just suggested them to the party here. You guys want to get them in?
Yes, sir. E. You select.
Yeah, I know those last 5 laps got my boy Ski hype over here, man.
Rightfully
Yeah, that was
so.
lit. That was awesome, man.
Poor guys, I was over here screaming. I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
And now you're back into business mode.
What? I'm always in business mode.
There we go. Respect the Clout. Just waiting on the winner now of the Gaming Tau. But welcome, Respect the Clout and J Mac. Mid to the podium.
Who wants to pop it
The
off?
gaming towel's not gonna make it. He has to go do some family errands real quick, so he's not gonna be able to make the interview. He just told me.
Oh, it's okay.
But
Alright.
congratulations to him on his win.
Wow, putting family errands in front of.
For
Oh wow!
White knuckle
He's
racing.
not even getting out the truck.
Not even. He's going straight over to Mom's house. Wow.
So J Mac, that race. What are your thoughts? Without a question, what are your thoughts? Got you, J Mac.
Got a copy?
Hey, J Mac, this is Trey Wells in the studio. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, J Mac, as Sporty was saying, a lot of action in that race, but take us through the those last moments fighting for that third spot.
That was great racing with Redneck there. He kind of gave me a little bump going in there at the end, and we were running side by side for a couple laps before that, and we just kept crossing each other over. It was good stuff. But yeah, everybody up at the front there was good first race. Everything was clean up front. So that was fun.
J-Mac. J-Mac, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man, it's Ski Mask, man. Hey, listen. That was an awesome race, bro. You was dominating the first stage. Into the second stage, it looked like you were the truck to beat, man. When did you think, when the beginning of that third stage started and you were back there about row 5, what was going through your mind when you were thinking, oh, I got all these trucks in front of me? What was your mentality at that point to try to get back to the front?
I was just making sure I kept my truck clean. I know that air is a big key in these races and stuff like that, so I just made sure I kept it on the bottom, tried to stay away from everyone, and tried to make sure I was keeping it clean with all the other racers out there. And especially being the first race, I don't want to, ruffle any feathers with anybody. So
I got you. Where did you get recruited into this league? I've never raced with you before or heard about you. Where did you get recruited, or how did you hear about White Knuckle?
I hopped on here one day, and Punk Panda was on, and he invited me to his party chat. I was actually getting ready to leave because I didn't want to race for their race and that. And I was like, wow, I'll join their lobby, and I started talking with them, and it was right around your tryout season, and they were talking about tryouts, and I was like, well, what league? Because I was interested to get into something clean with all the online lobbies. Just a lot of rough racing, so
Right.
they brought up a White Knuckle, and I checked out the website, and it looked like you guys were putting together something special here, so I just wanted to be a part of it.
Good race, bro. We'll have your eyes on you in the future, man. Good race.
You can thank the Ridge Rat for putting this league together. He's in here.
Yeah,
Max, so it's all him.
I tried commenting on him online, telling him that he was doing a good job putting stuff together and keeping things running smoothly.
Great job tonight, J-Mac. Respect the Clout. What is up? It's Sporty Morty. So, he's Sporty Morty. So, you got P2 tonight. I know you were on Ski Mask's watch list tonight. Take us through those last laps when you were fighting with the Gaming Cow.
Somebody. Yeah, J Mac. Yeah.
All right, respect the cloud. Turtwell's here. I just want to say I was watching you back in the field in stage 1. You know, you were 4 or 5 wide race and making your way through the field. I was telling Ski Mask at the end of the race, you know, buy all that stock into the cloud. Your cloud's on the rise. Loved every second. I love that you moved all the way up into stage number 3. So keep doing what you're doing. These team captains are going to start noticing that 98 machine looked extremely fast. And, you know, just congratulations on top 3. You know, really showcasing what you got.
Respect the clout, man. You remember me? You remember me? Nah, man. I remember racing with you that one day I tried to tell you about the league. I was so glad you hopped on that, man. You've been doing good, bro. You got raw talent, man. So you keep right. You good anywhere you go, bro. You keep it up, man. You gonna get on the team here soon, bro.
You already got those 2 stage wins this year, so
Yeah,
plus
you fat.
now you're gonna climb in those standings.
If there's clout in this league, you best respect it. Respect it.
So,
Alright, good race, bro.
yep. Thank you, boys, for joining us in the booth here. Are you guys getting any hot seats tonight? Oh,
Oh, okay.
what truck number?
Wait, what truck you running?
23
Okay.
tonight.
I'll let you guys know right now. I have the roster here.
Beautiful.
Stand by. All right. Let's see. I have Dude Redneck's going to be in the 15 for Jose's team, front row, Roush. The one and only, I think, is going to be driving in the Toyota tonight, the number 16.
That's right.
And then I think Respect the Clouts in the 26. So,
What's that?
26
HMS?
for Coach Matt's teams, yep.
Ah, okay. Alright, let's get it.
Yep, I'm going to go, congratulations to you guys. I'm going to go get this other thing set up and hopefully put on another good show for everyone. Congrats to you guys on your top finishes there, and thanks for broadcasting, guys.
Of course.
No problem.
So,
The Ridge
congratulations
Rat
to Gaming
himself.
Tao. Yeah. So, congratulations to Respect the Cloud, Gaming Tao, J-Mac, all those guys. Put together a fantastic race there.
Sporty,
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute, bro.
Take your time, bro.
Okay, brother.
Okay, so Tim, you got one race here under your belt with these trucks. Keys to watching the second race. Have any of those pointers changed?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it's a lot of watching. If you're not the leader, it's watching the guys behind you when they're pitting. The guy in front of you. I mean, the short pit strategy ended up working in a way. I mean, yeah, there was a caution, but it allowed the Gaming Town to be in front of 26. He was the strongest all night. But to have that opportunity, he was on the outside, passed basically everybody in that last restart. The slower cars who didn't pit or only took 2 tires. And I think that track position paid dividends there at the end. I'm sure he didn't want to see the caution, but he doubled up on it and earned that victory. So I think it's that, and obviously 26, black flagged as the leader. That's something you cannot do, and something I'm sure he'll take away from this week because he had that race won. I think we all believe that. So eliminate those mistakes. It's not going to be the fastest guy every week. It's whoever can eliminate, as many mistakes as possible. So run a clean race, perfect race, and that's when you'll see yourself, chatting with us, at the end of the race and waving that checker flag. But great showing. I mean, he was able to battle his way back up to the 3rd spot. A lot of great racing in the top 5. The 18, who I thought was going to be a top 3 car, was unable to. I think he got on the wall in that restart, and we didn't see him the rest of the race. So, I mean, those restarts are vital too. You don't want to be in the back of the pack late in a race. That's when guys are going to get a little more squirrely, a little more impatient. And I think that's what's going to happen in this next one too.
So we got that bounty up on Meesme. So I'm going to remove him as my pick because I don't want to have him as my guy and then say, oh, well, you picked the bounty driver. So I got to go with you. I got to go with the shifter, I think.
Old Dalton himself.
Dalton himself.
Honestly, I might hop off and hop into the race and win that $25. Shoot, I could use a half tank of gas. Why not?
Well, you'd have to talk to the commissioner about that.
No, I'm gonna let them race tonight. I got my money's worth in the dirt race last night.
Yeah, that dirt race was. What'd you think?
Didn't get to talk about that with you.
Well, the dirt race. I mean, I'll keep some opinions to myself, but there's a lot of guys. There's like what 20, 22 guys on at Richmond. A lot of cautions. I pretty much dominated stage two, and I led my chances. But guys are going to send it. When there's more and more cautions and less opportunities, and it just becomes a cycle of mediocrity when it comes to the racing. So I personally, I want to challenge these guys. Whether you're a Cup, Xfinity truck, if you're racing that dirt race, take it as seriously as you do any other race. Stop joking around, man. I got a lot of feedback from the guys in the other party that was just kind of like joking around. Like, take it seriously. I mean, you want to put a quality product. That's how you, whether it's dirt or Cup, put a quality product onto the track, and that's only going to help the league as a whole. Yeah, I want to win. Don't get me wrong. I was upset by a couple things that happened the way I was raced towards the end, but at the end of the day, we're in this together as a league. And now, technically, I'm not gonna put my heart on my sleeve for there. I want to perform well in the Cup. That's my focus. But you still want to take it as serious. So I think if everyone has that mindset, we can see a lot more quality in these dirt races. So I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a good race. I'm a straight shooter, Sporty. You know me. I'm gonna be honest about it without being rude. But I think guys just need to pull their head where the sun don't shine and. and get some better races. So there's been good dirt races. I think there's a lot of guys in it, but the potential's there. Everyone's got to focus.
Oh, for sure. And when I talked to the commissioner about it earlier, because I had mentioned possibly running Saturday night heat races for fun, which is going to start happening next week. We're going to start getting some heat races going for the dirt series, so that should clean it up a little bit. But it's all about having fun, but keeping white knuckle racing as the mainstay of the NASCAR community. So
right, and I'm not saying take it easy like on these races, but like if you're going to use a restart just to send it in and move two guys up the track on purpose, that to me that's not good racing. Good racing is like not wrecking. Honestly, if you can keep it clean and you have there was a practice race beforehand. Me, Shifter, and the Jimster were like swapping back and forth every single lap, and that was the most fun I had in this game. Period. Not just in the league, but like I've ever played online. So there's potential there. It's just like I said, gotta be more consistent and not wreck everybody just to get positions.
I know I'm commentating dirt, but I'm going to see. This is going to be hopefully a sneak preview when I have to talk to the commissioner about it. I want to get in on that Jefferson race. It's the only track I want to race.
That's the only track I don't want to race. So yeah, you can take my spot.
I mean, if you want to commentate dirt,
whenever they race it, if I'm available, absolutely.
Jefferson is a fun track to run, let me tell you.
Sport, you've asked me a lot about the other races, Xfinity Cup. What are your thoughts for Xfinity and Cup? I know you race at Xfinity, but I'm interested to hear your take for the Xfinity race at Richmond and the Cup race at Darlington.
So, the race at Richmond is going to be interesting because I got bounced out of the Atlanta race, so I kind of watched the stream, didn't get to really see everybody race. But one thing that I noticed is that guys were eager to try to do too much. I think people feel that Xfinity, this is a lot of Xfinity drivers. I don't feel this way personally because I want to show my skills and just do what I can do. They don't belong in Xfinity. They belong in Cup, or they think they're too good for truck. So I think people need to slow their pace down a little bit. Not on the track, but just make a good pit entry, good pit exit. Don't run people up the track. I know I had a couple entanglements with some drivers before I got bounced out, and there's nothing that I can do about that. But that's what I have out of the Xfinity series. Try to keep it clean. It's been the messiest series so far. I'm one of the drivers involved in that, so there's nothing. Let's just clean up those races. And in the Cup Series, I'm proud of you guys at RCR, for starters. I think you guys have been the strongest team so far. But I like what I see. It's just plain and simple. I like what I'm seeing out of that Cup Series. It's been clean for the most part. I know there are a couple problems at Atlanta which have been resolved. But I don't see any problems other than that in the Cup Series. I think those Miller brothers have dominated on strategy. I couldn't say that they're the fastest on the track, but they've dominated in strategy. I know that I've seen a couple of those Gibbs cars up front too. So,
Yeah, what's going on?
oh, speaking of the Gibbs driver, the Gibbs team is terrible.
Ha, what's that? What'd you say?
I said that Gibbs team in Cup and Xfinity, that's not where it's at.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
No, but I agree. They are trash.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We've been struggling a little bit. We got a little black cat. Actually, the Cup guys, they did pretty good last week. I think they all finished in the top 10.
Oh, PA Outlaw's commenting on my live stream. He's not too happy with our jokes, but hey, we're out here joshing around PA Outlaw. We're all good.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Now we got some talent, man. The Xfinity, our Xfinity group, we definitely had a black cat running around the garage area. But hopefully we'll get that turned around here at Richmond, man. Pretty confident about Richmond, yeah.
I'm confident. I'm confident in both series. Everything's gonna get cleaned up a little bit. I think it's that early season jitters too. You want to be where you want to, make good points days and get up there in points. So we'll start to see it kind of mellow out a little bit, especially at tracks like Darlington where you can't afford to be aggressive like whatsoever. So you got to be smart.
Right.
And Ski, I gotta say, I know you talked to the commissioner about it. That podcast, you got to keep running it like that, bro. Give it to them where it's at.
Yeah?
I was hyped those last 20 minutes. When Deep Blood came on, I was on the edge of my seat. That was a wild ride.
Yeah? Well, man, let me tell you something. I do the podcast, I keep it
100
as professional as I can. Yeah, I keep it 100, but at the end of the day, I'm a competitor, I'm a racer, and stuff goes down I don't like. And, I'm a real person, bro. So I'm gonna say what's on my mind at the end of the day. So, but it's just gonna make for better racing,
Yeah. I know you expressed your concern with me after that Atlanta race for about half an hour.
I think I called you about, what did I call you, a half hour later?
Oh, it was less than a half hour. It was more about 6 or 7 minutes that it took.
I called your cell phone.
Yeah. Oh, we talked for about a half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I was, yeah, man. I was upset. I was very upset, but it is what it is. And, we will go to Richmond. We have a better race, so yeah, man. No more of this finishing in the middle pack here.
You guys
We're
got
last.
James,
last.
James McCombs is asking me which scheme am I running on Thursday. I'll just show you, James. I've been debating I gotta turn my controller on. That's awkward. All right, I've been thinking back and forth because Darlington's more of a throwback. I'm gonna go with the Cottonelle machine this week. The main scheme for Ryan Preece.
Not the Seltzer scheme?
I think the Seltzer would look beautiful under the lights, but like the Cottonelle's kind of got like a retro look to it. So I was thinking of the Cottonelle.
I think you got to test that scheme under the lights, the Seltzer scheme. It's got like the rainbow colors there. I think that could be a standout car.
I don't know. No drinking. I don't want to drink and drive.
Let's make one thing clear here. I'm sure you guys probably already have when I was absent here for about 5 minutes, but so the winner of tonight's race gets $25, or
yes.
If they can beat me,
if Meesme does not win tonight, whoever wins the race gets $25.
Wow. Okay, let's go.
I was telling Sporty I might have to hop off and enter that race real quick.
Go undercover on them.
Yeah.
Oh man, Sporty, the more I look at the Seltzer card, I think you might be right.
Under the lights, I don't know. Let's look at this Seltzer car real quick.
The big cheese could be the big Seltzer this week.
Let's see, Ryan Preece.
Natty Ice. I mean, Natty Ice got me through a lot of tough times in college.
With the pink and the white.
I love the
big
color.
Cheese looks like under the lights too. I wonder what the big cheese looks like under the lights.
It looks good. I tested it out in some practice this week, but I've ran it a couple weeks in a row. I had a poor result last week trying to shift the the luck in my direction. Maybe a seltzer is what I need. Yeah, the big seltzer has a good ring to it.
Do you know who might have a great scheme under the lights? Daniel Suarez, his second scheme is
Yeah.
fantastic. I never looked at that scheme.
Let me take a
I'm
look
gonna
at
run
it.
me a little. I'm gonna run me a little scheme here.
Yeah.
This
Do you guys remember
spring
the? I don't remember who. It might have been JJ Yaley, but it was like the '96 DLP car.
Yeah, that was
Texas
a hard.
Instruments. I think it was Front Row. What were they called? Hall of Fame Motorsports or something like that. I think it was ran by Terry Bradshaw. I'm sure James McCombs can give us an answer later on.
So, if you're looking at our media chat, the commissioner just called you out.
Called me out?
Called you the drunken cheese.
Oh, he's one to talk. The drunken cheese. Man, the drunken
Shifter.
rat. There's a 72-hour. That man's
Shifter
whacked
on the
out.
pole. And Shifter on the pole.
There we go.
That was our pick. When you left Ski, I had to change my pick from Meesme.
Okay.
Like, I'm not picking the bounty guy. So I picked Shifter. So I've run with Shifter a couple times this week as well, alongside Tim.
I'll tell you what, the Ridge Rat's lucky I'm not drunk tonight. You know, I don't handle the loss of the Pacers well, and they lost tonight against the Heat. So
Oh no, that I was involved in that night. That was an experience. Let me tell you.
You know, the drunken
Pacers
cheese.
lost in that?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
they did.
To who?
The Miami Heat. I'm an Indiana
No
boy.
kidding.
I'm corn
No
fed.
kidding.
I love the Indy 500, and I like women in jean shorts. What can I say? Is that appropriate for this broadcast? I don't know if it is, but
Wow.
and I don't have a southern accent. That's even more impressive.
Yeah, man. You got it going on, Big Cheese.
Oh, yeah.
He's no longer the big cheese. He's the drunken cheese.
I'm the big seltzer that will lead to the drunken cheese.
Big seltzer. Tony Stewart's third scheme looked really cool under the lights. Now I'm looking at this. You got me thinking now. I wish we were. I don't know when the Xfinity Series runs a night race, but I'm in the Dinger car now.
We're running the night race this. We're running a night race
Richmond.
this week.
Richmond's a night
Oh,
race.
right.
We're running a night race tomorrow, Sporty.
Where's this
And
man
look-
been at?
Look,
I don't
check
have
me out.
a cool scheme.
Check me out. We going. We're racing in the Toyota
You're in the 19,
dealers
18, right?
something. That's the sponsor of the
20.
race. Toyota's. No, I'm the 19.
You're the 19, so you're
Yeah,
in that yellow
I'm
car.
running the
No.
white and black Toyota's center.
The service center's car.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Ski, try not to finish the number on your car. I would try to.
I'm not going to. Trust me.
I don't want to
all right.
finish the number on my car either.
Well, you know, if you make sure you reset your internet before the race.
Oh, yeah. I gotta get that Dinger luck. I'm telling you, average finish 4.6.
Dinger, the Road
As
Ringer.
long as there ain't no deal, as long as there ain't no crazy stuff going on, you ain't gotta worry about that.
Who would have the coolest car under the lights in the Xfinity Series? I don't know.
I don't know.
We might have that.
Whataburger looks good no matter what. That Whataburger scheme.
Okay, I'm looking at Austin Cindric's second scheme, the Odyssey battery scheme. And that might be it. We haven't received invites yet either. Y'all are getting invites from Matt. Awesome.
So, which Matt? Is that Coach Matt? I would
Coach Matt,
assume.
I'm assuming.
Oh.
There we go. As we say, Coach Matt has gotten an invite.
But Rich, if you're listening, do we join as soon as we do join?
Oh, I gotta exit this.
Oh, we gotta exit. We gotta get it. Coach Matt, if you can pause that real quick. If you can hear us, we need another invite. You joined too early. After we get the good to go.
You know, I'm just gonna raise, see what happens.
I need one more invite.
One more,
let
one
me
more,
know.
one more.
Watch, they're gonna start the race, and we're not gonna get a broadcast in, which would be unfortunate. Still no invite. There we go. Thank you, Coach Matt. Do we have the good to join?
I messaging Matt right now through our PS Messages app, so hopefully he responds. Hey, not every broadcast is gonna go. He says hold. He says hold. All right, now we join. Go ahead and join. All right, I'm excited for this race, and we said shifters on the pole, correct?
Shifters on the pole. That's our pick. That's all I gotta say. That's our pick.
And $25 on the line here at the M&M's 100.
I wonder where Meesmee's starting. Something we should have looked at. If Meesmee's in the back of the field, I mean, this bounty could get a little easier for some people.
All right, M&M's 100 presented by Casey's General Store. if you like a good quality piece of pie.
Oh,
Casey's
is there a
General
wreck
Store.
here?
Let's get it.
That's got to be some form of lag.
That was some form of lag. So it's Shifter. Already gets out to a car length lead. Great restart from him. Let's file through. Is that that's Meesmee P2?
Did J-Mac join this race? Oh, that's Respect the Clout. He is in the 26.
Respect the Clout is in the 26. So Respect the Clout got a top 4. He's got a, he's like Kyle Busch. Needs that practice session to get a good race, and he got a 100-lap practice session there.
And Meesmee is looking to take that lead away from Shifter. Shifter running a nice smooth line.
Here comes Meesmee's gonna try to make him earn his bounty.
We go back a little further in the field, half stack, side by side with what it looks like T-Galt. I know T-Galt was running some hot laps here earlier.
Punk Panda and the Safe Light Toyota having some issues falling back alongside the 98.
JMW COVID. That 98 truck had some good luck last race. One and only in that 16 truck. So another one of those developmental drivers up here.
Yep.
Shifter's continuing to hold these guys off at the front of the field. Not really driving away, but...
And Respect the Cloud makes his way into the 4th, trying to make 2 passes at once. Going from 4th to 2nd if he can clear the 15.
Who do we have in that 15 truck? Go to my roster sheet.
And Meesmee back on the high side, trying to get around.
How about that? Do Redneck P2 in that 15.
Oh, look at that.
2 of our hot seaters, P2 and 3.
Sign these boys. Let's start a petition.
And you got to think these guys have the experience of the previous race. I mean, they're warmed up, ready to go.
Their fingers are warm and they're moving. And they're catching Shifter too. They are running him down. And they're there. Dude Redneck is there.
I'll say one thing about Shifter. He is great at saving his stuff up as well. So he might not always run the hardest he needs to, but he's always got some left in the tank. And Meesmee gets up into the wall, losing positions.
Wow, that is huge for Meesmee. Even early in this race, you get stuck back there in P6, P7. That's hard to recover. We saw that happen in the last race with J-Mac. Fastest truck, but just could not make his way back to the front at the end of the race.
Respect the Clout's in the 26, correct?
Respect the class in the 26, and look at that. Do Redneck takes the lead away from its Shifter. Coming out of
like
turn
that.
2.
I mean, 19 laps to go at the line for stage 1.
And Respect the Clout is there. What if one of these dev guys wins the bounty? Do you think they have any idea there's a bounty on this race?
That's almost all. That's two of the bounty guys in one and two, correct?
No, anybody can win the bounty except Meesme.
You better.
No, I'm saying, but those are two developmental guys leading the race.
Yeah.
And you better hope you have Venmo.
Yeah, go or Cash App. Let's get it. Any way you want to give it to us.
Shifter battling Respect to Cloud for P2.
So, a note from the commissioner. Free agency starts next week. So, Dude Redneck leading this race is putting on a show right now. That is good for him. He's not, I don't think, officially been signed anywhere. He might have an offer, but he can't accept any offer until after this week.
I'm watching Exotic and Meesme go out of their door banging right now.
Meesme's starting to fall back too.
The 3 wide.
That the 88 of Ware Racing in P4. That's the name we haven't mentioned. He was up there last week too, if I'm not mistaken. Ski.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Meesme down the track.
There goes Apex into the inside wall. He hit it hard. He's got a bunch of damage on his front of his truck right there.
Yeah,
holy smokes!
Exotic Apex into the wall. Meesme's
pitting.
Meesme might have got a little banged up there as well. Exotic, he just won the first 2 dirt races.
And Respect to Cloud. Respect to Cloud back around Shifter. So, Dude Redneck still has about a 2 truck length advantage over Cloud and Shifter, but they're 1, 2, 3 coming the line.
And the 3 of them have just pulled away from this field. If there are no stages, Meesme would be losing this bounty.
A little contact between 2 and 3 there, 32 and the 26.
Shifter might have had enough of him.
And 14 to go at the line of stage 1. So these guys haven't pitted yet. A lot of leaders haven't pitted, but I would expect pitting here the next couple laps. It's a 29-lap stage. We're halfway through.
Looks like a lot of these trucks haven't come down pit road yet. Respect the Cloud makes a move on the inside for the lead.
If he can hold it, this could be an opportunity for Shifter to pass 2 cars here if they fade too far up the track.
And Respect the Cloud seemed, just from audio, that he got back in the gas earlier. He's got the preferred line here on the bottom.
If this is any indication how it's going to be the rest of the race, I am super excited to see how this turns out.
And Shifter is there now on the bottom of the racetrack. It looks like D Redneck might fall back to 3rd. If Shifter doesn't clear, goes for a crossover down into turn 1. D Redneck looking to make it 3 wide.
And Shifter looking to retake the lead. And as we get to the pit strategies, I mean, these guys right here, what's going to separate 1 or 3 of them could be that 2-tire stop and getting the win in stage number 1. So I'm interested to see what the strategy is going to play out. Pitting early, or you take that 2 tires.
Or short pitting. Yeah. You think some guys might take 4 tires?
I think some, because they won't think about it, the 2 tires. But if you practice enough, if you can... A guy like Shifter, I know he's raced this a lot. I have a feeling he might be taking 2 tires, but we'll see.
Well, as it looks like
Shifter's
Dude Redneck's coming down. So Dude Redneck's the first truck there to say, I'm coming down.
I'm just saying, like, if you separate yourself by 6 or 7 seconds, with only 10 laps left in the stage or whatever it might be, it's not enough time, no matter how fresh your tires are, to get back into that lead.
Looks like the teammates of the 88 and the 98 also just came out of the pits. So I wonder if there's some strategy going on there in that SHR camp.
26 comes in as well, as does the 21 and the 24.
So Shifter is the last one out there on the track. Let's see where the cycles come through. Is that Meesme again who just pit again or no? That is not Meesme. There's a truck similar looking to Meesme.
Yeah, at this point, if you're Shifter, stay out as long as you can. Take two tires. maybe even one can of fuel, make it to the end. I think that might be the strategy call, just to ensure that you are in the front at the end of stage one. Get that stage win, get those points.
Looks like Punk Panda might have taken 2 tires, or possibly just fuel, because he is now right behind you, Redneck.
And
Shifter does come down.
It's my favorite part
Right now,
of any race.
Shifter's winning.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of any race is just seeing how the strategies play out.
So Shifter is the last one to come down pit road. The Exotic Apex is also on pit road. Exits. Go. We had who? We had 26 truck. He looks to have a big gap over Do Redneck. It looks like the 26 took 2 tires and the 15 took 4. He's now behind me.
And 8 laps to go. So whatever the strategy was, Shifter does have a couple laps fresher tires than the 26.
And he's out in front of him as well, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Or is he behind?
The Clout is ahead by about half a second over Shifter.
Half a second. There you go. So it looks like Shifter might have taken 4 tires.
Unless the 15 got a penalty, these two guys might have both taken 2 tires. They were way ahead of the field.
That 26 car looks like he's driving away a little bit too.
And very
he's
possible.
A better exit than the 32.
A rookie's going to win stage 1 at Iowa. Can you believe it?
Got a Cole Custer up here.
That was my Mike Joy impression. Hope you liked it.
Oh, I think
I liked it.
your Larry
I
Mack
enjoyed it.
impression. Your Larry Mack impression, I think, is spotless.
I'll take the tires.
My calculations are correct. The tires are going to win the race.
Now, Sporty, what you got to do? You got to win the race to win the race. You can't lose it. If you lose it, you got to win.
You cross the start-finish line before everybody else, you win.
Is Larry Mack the John Madden of NASCAR?
I think he is. Do we have a lap count yet? Because it looks like
Should be just a few. There's
1 or 2 to go.
There's four laps left after they pass the line there.
I wonder if those fresher tires from Shifter are going to come into effect here.
Yeah, you know, Respect to Cloud just kind of runs his clean laps here. I think he's kind of figured this track out by now. I think he's going to win this first stage. He's done a great job. Shifter's done a great job as well staying up front, but he's losing a little bit of time. And it's actually 2 laps to go now, so it'll be white, the green-white flag at the line.
If you had to guess, Turtle, let's take Shifter. What bar do you think he's running?
4 or 3.
Me personally, you don't want to be so tight to where it takes so long for the car to come in, but I think a 3 is a safe bet. You want to run a little tight, things will loosen up halfway through the stage, and after you make those pit stops, that's when things really come out looking strong. But as we see, Respect the Clout coming out turn number 4 to take stage number 1, Sporty.
Respect the Clout. Let's get it.
Hot seat. What did I say? Invest in that clout. I'm gonna keep saying it.
In the Clout.
We saw an economic depression happen earlier this year, but not anymore because Respect the Clout has saved the U.S. economy by all the investment in this young man.
Nah, he's raw. He's raw. He can drive, man. For sure.
Yeah. Top 5, Sporty. Respect the Clout. Take stage 1. Shifter and second. Drew Redneck finishes third. Super Roofer, former Xfinity driver, in fourth. And the one and only last week's development race winner, finishing fifth.
There you go. So that's 3 developmental drivers in the top 5.
I hate to see it, but I mean, I'm not trying to brag or whatever, right? But I found Shifter. I found Restricted Clout. You can thank me later.
Okay.
And Nemco. And Nemco.
Well, Ski's got an eye for talent.
Let's go.
You gave RCR.
I built RCR. Tell Dale and Mark to holler at me, and they owe me a bill, cause I'm coming. No, but these guys are off the chain, man. No, I see them. Of course, I want them in WKR, man.
You got to ask after a poor stage 1 performance, is Meesme going to get fired? I think it's
jeez, He doesn't wait. How dare you not?
Gotta
win?
ask.
How
gotta
dare you
ask.
Not lead
Fair question. Fair question.
Meesme get fired.
You're on the hot seat, Meesme.
Double it down, $50 if he gets fired.
I'm deconstructing that chair in my closet, Meesme.
Oh yeah, the famous chair in the closet of South Atlanta.
Yeah. Because when anyone tunes into
we got
this
chicken.
right here,
21's
we
the
got
wall.
everything. It's built up in here.
you know, someone's gonna tune in this stream and it's gonna hear, yeah, this guy's got a chair in his closet just for one guy. And he's gonna keep him there.
Yeah, he's gonna handcuff him.
Okay, all right.
No, because he broke the law, and you're like the Batman of sorts. You know, you're here to instruct your own justice.
As we say that, Dude Redneck is challenging Respect to Clap for the lead. We sound like Jeff Gordon and Mike Joy up here with all the laughing.
Except it's genuine.
It's not any
Yeah,
of that
but
face.
two hot teams in the top 5.
Sorry,
that's
Coach
great.
Matt, for calling out your driver.
Hey, he was mine too. He's just a horrible commentator. I shouldn't say that because what they're trying to recruit me. If they're recruiting me, I'm talking bad about a company man. It's fine. Shifter's falling back though. He's not all the way back to fourth.
Yeah.
Meesme, the guy who I might have kind of quickly judged, is back up to third.
I think Meesme heard you. Voice crack. I think Meesme heard you.
I heard you do his helmet roll.
Hey, don't put that chair away just yet.
Oh, I still got the nails and the hammer in my hand. Though. I got.
Oh,
the
you're telling me it's
tape.
nailed down?
No, I haven't nailed it nor unscrewed it.
Is he a hostage?
So-
Is that what you're implying? I don't know. I don't like where this is going.
Look. Meesme's from Kansas. Okay, he's up there. Okay, he took a little trip over to Iowa real quick. We're gonna see how he does over there in Iowa, and then we might see if we can get him a Delta flight down here to the biggest airport in the world.
Well, we've talked about the $25 on the line. The 2 hot seat drivers are now racing for first, Respect to Clout and Do Redneck, but the guy who's trying to make sure no one gets paid today, Meesme, in that third position.
You know who's doing backflips in his chair right now?
Who?
Is Coach Matt. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You know what? Me and my teammates were joking.
And 19 laps to go at the line.
Respect to Clout being Rich Gang's burner account.
Oh. You think?
Yeah, we were joking. Oh yeah, we were joking about it. Now that I've talked to Respect to Clout a little bit, I know that's not true. But yes, the rumor was that Rich Gang might have been. I'm sorry, Respect to Clout might have been Rich Gang's burner account because they never talked. Even in recruiting Respect to Clout, he never talked to me.
Well, if you look back at sorry to interrupt, but you look back at the front of the action, these guys are racing hard. Shifter's coming back into the picture, but a 3-way race for the first place right now.
Yeah, this is three wide. It was at one point.
And the one and only there in the 16 is starting to close on Shifter too.
But Respect to Clout, he is extremely strong. He might even be stronger than he was in the developmental race. I think he's really got this track down now.
I think it's that Hendrick truck.
Very possible.
And he's got a coach in his ear right now. We were talking about how if he had a coach in his ear, he would have won that race. Him or J-Mac. He's got the guy whose name is his coach. So,
legendary coach at Arkansas, Mr. Matt Montgomery.
Married man.
Making his way through the ranks. One day. He's coming
Arkansas, that's Arkansas State.
He's coming for the Razorback job. You watch. 2032.
Oh, it's Razorback. Okay, the Razorback.
Oh, you don't think he's going to be on the pit box of the 48 next year?
Oh. No, he doesn't know anything about racing, but he's really good at basketball. And we should be coming up on pit stops here soon. There's will be 14 laps to go at the line. So we're about halfway through stage 2.
D-Blood just said tinfoil hats are mandatory at JGR. That must be for you, Ski.
Yes. Tinfoil hats are mandatory at JGR. Well,
are you
talk about
it. I don't know what that reference is, but I'm assuming it means you guys are aliens.
Out of this world. Yeah. Who else locks their opponents in a closet in a chair?
I mean, not a normal human being. I would expect maybe someone from a different galaxy far, far away. I'm just asking the hard questions here. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but...
D-Blood responds with the comment, conspiracy theories, come on. So...
they're both in Atlanta. There's also like
some weird shit that goes down.
The CDC's there. I mean, season 1 of The Walking Dead took place there. There's a lot of questions to be asked. I don't trust these guys in the Atlanta, metro area. So,
as you shouldn't.
As we say that, it's Shifter takes away that spot from the one and only. I've been watching Shifter for a while. Let's go back. Go further in the field here. Then we haven't mentioned Exotic Apex. A couple seconds back.
I will say, I think the short pit might be the move in stage 2, or it could be something similar we saw in stage 1. You could stay out as long as you can, take the 2 tires, and ensure your track position going into stage 3. That track position in stage 3 will be vital. As we saw for J-Mac. J-Mac was back in 9th or 10th position, was only able to get back up to 3rd. So that's one of the big things. Track position is key from here on out.
Looks like T-Galt's coming down pit road here. As well as the one and only. Brinkerhoff's going to come down. Car around on the front stretch. Exotic Apex.
That brings out a caution. That is detrimental to many guys who had pitted already.
But it does not seem as such. One-man wrecking crew.
Oh, and the 26 gets into the wall. Not too bad, but he makes contact with the wall coming out of 4. And 9 laps to go after he crossed the finish line.
And 1 second of damage on pit road.
That was the second time the 4 wrecked, and I didn't see what led up to him wrecking. He's coming down the pits now.
I think the 26 is starting to lose control. The 21's really gaining on him now.
21 is a lap down.
Well, we don't need facts in here, okay? Let me be ignorant.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Ski, you were just called out by PA Outlaw.
What did he say? What did he say?
New game for Ski. Every 5 laps, you need to take a shot.
Oh.
We're going to get the true Ski Mask Easy up in here.
Okay, listen. You already got the true Ski Mask Easy up in there, and trust me, Kevin already knows. Okay. We're having a great race, and I'll show you 5 shots.
Okay, so...
I'm showing you 5 shots, man. Come on.
8 laps to go.
Dude Redneck is crossing the start-finish line now. We got to see where he comes out against Respect the Cloud. Where that stacks back up.
Respect the Cloud's already back on the backstretch, along with Shifter.
So short pitting did not work out for Dude Redneck, it looks like. Tough break for him there. He'll have to race his way back up. You know another name who we haven't mentioned? Shy Cub Strips. He was another strategy guy last week. He got P2 if I'm not mistaken.
The 26, he keeps chipping the wall.
And he's got to be careful. I think Shifter, after making a couple adjustments, might have his car dialed in now.
Look, that's 3 turns. The 26 has chipped the wall.
And,
has he pitted yet?
And there goes the one and only.
And it held up the 32, unable to get underneath the 26, making contact, and one and only just like that to the lead. Another hot seat.
Turtle, where is the 26?
Oh, contact with the 26.
He ignored the 26. I mean, the 16.
Right.
I don't think that was intentional, but that opened the door for Shifter.
Yeah, and it's Shifter 26 to the lead with only a few laps remaining.
We can see a stage win
No
here.
kidding. Are you serious?
Yeah.
And I actually just got word, because there is no ticker, Meesme is actually in the lead. So all these guys are racing for second. Meesme is in the lead. 5 laps to go.
Has Meesme pit yet?
Yeah, Meesme,
Meesme short pit. He's the first one
good to
down,
go.
right?
He's good to go, isn't he?
Wow. Mr. Strategy himself.
I think he may have short pitted and taken 2 tires.
He is about a backstretch ahead of these guys. That is impressive.
So 3 laps to go at the line.
The 16 just hit the 26. Said, "Hey, you remember?
You remember
my door?
last race?
And both these guys, hot seaters, trying to put on a show. Free agency hits next week. You know, they want to be on a team. And you look at some of the Cup guys who are captaining all 3 series, they're tuning in. Trust me, they are tuning in.
A lot of them in their party chats giving some feedback to these drivers, so they're getting a relationship with some of these captains right away.
2 laps to go. Meesme's got this one in the bag. You just got to run this smooth. So be coming to the white flag next time by. Exotic Apex probably trying to stay on the lead lap.
Wow. So what a battle. What a battle with the 16 and the 26.
I'm just admiring it. So
the 26 is a savage. Oh, man.
if you're watching my stream at all, which I'm not sure if you've tuned in, Tim or Adam.
Ooh, the 32 Shifter getting ooh, the 26. What are they
There you
doing?
go. That's the stage.
Oh,
right
that
there.
was the end of the race.
And the end of the stage. So
The end of the stage.
that bounty, it's not looking so hot.
No. So, PA Outlaw and the Ridge Rat have just suggested a Saturday Night Drinking League, commentated by myself and PA Outlaw, and Ski and Ridge Rat would be the 2 front runners in that league. They're saying.
Well, I got plenty of whiskey and tequila. Give me a shot.
I don't know. I've seen Tim race PA Outlaw in intoxicated circumstances, and he was tough to beat.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm
More so than normal.
I've never seen Kevin drink. I've never seen him drink drunk. I know. I'm sorry, race drunk. I know y'all seen me race drunk, and it was bad. It was a bad time.
Yeah, I'm talking Tim.
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
drunk. He was unstoppable before.
I'm
Let's
even
double
better.
that. He's even better.
When I'm drinking, I'm single, I'm seeing double, and I'm racing, triple. I'm going 3 times as fast.
So Meesme's gonna. 11. Let's see if that Shifter can get a big run here on the outside.
And do Redneck. And do Redneck there on that inside.
The 26 looks like he lost a few spots.
Ooh, T-Gold.
T-Galt pushing its Shifter up the track a little bit.
That's the one thing about Shifter.
26 and P5.
Shifter. Oh, big crash on the front stretch there. 24 around.
And the 4 looks like into the grass.
We might stay green because only one car really turned around. And at 38, Brinkerhoff. And that might be Exotic Apex. Yeah, it was. So a tough break for him again.
Super Roofer in the 24.
And Shifter's back up there. And Do Redneck takes the lead. And
Do Redneck in the lead. Man, this Do Redneck.
he loves his Mountain Dew. And he loves his guns. He loves his country.
He told me before the race that anybody who taps him tonight owes him a case of Mountain Dew.
I'll tell you what, if he wins tonight's race, someone's gonna be owing him $25.
Someone's going to own him $25, and he could buy a bunch of cases of Mountain Dew with that.
Oh, at least 6.
At least
Guaranteed.
6?
Oh yeah, you go to a local gas station, you use your Speedy Rewards, easy.
Sponsorship with Chase Elliott. The little photo shoot going.
Potentially. I'm a diet Mountain Dew guy myself. I'm not diabetic, but I try to live my life like that. Try to avoid the diabetes.
So what do you think of Chase's paint scheme this weekend?
I haven't had a look at it. Is it the black one?
No, I will send it to you. It's I'll tell you what I think about it after you give your opinion.
All right. But
Let me send this your way.
Meets me not going away though. He's going to try the high line here. Try to get a run set up for a pass there on the back stretch. I should say the front stretch. Getting my stretches mixed up. He has a huge run though going into turn number 1. He's using the high line now. Tell you what, he might be able to make a pass right here if he keeps his momentum. He's right there.
Redneck's, he's there, but I don't know. Drew Redneck's been strong all night. Seagull takes away P3 as well.
Meets me with the perfect setup, unable to capitalize on that pass, but utilizing that outside for a couple turns, building that momentum, and try to dart the inside.
Keep hitting that line.
There's your paint scheme for Chase this weekend, since it's both you.
Yeah, I seen it. That was a hard paint scheme for my boy.
Yeah, your Dawsonville boy.
Oh, I like that.
To think...
Finally, Hendrick with a good scheme.
Okay, so you want to know what I call it? The Kyle Busch knockoff.
From the old Interstate days?
Yeah.
From the original?
No, the new one with the lightning bolts and stuff. It's kind of got that vibe.
Oh, man. I missed that Bobby Labonte 18. That one was sharp.
Oh, maybe we'll see that green paint scheme in the SRX series. But me still can't figure out a way to get around Drew Redneck here. Those 100 laps might be coming into play here. That practice session.
He's just taking his time. There's 37 laps in stage number 3. About 10 laps in already. You only need to pit once, but you gotta be careful when you pit. You don't want to pit too early and then risk losing and blowing a tire late in the run, but you don't want to pit too late either.
So Meesme short pit the last stage. I'm assuming if he stays P2, he's going to short pit again. So if you're due, you have to pit the next lap after Meesme comes down. You can't give up that much track position.
You might even want to try short pitting yourself before he has a chance to. I mean, being the leader is so much more vital than chasing someone on fresher tires because you're able to kind of control, how hard you run, and you can actually preserve those tires later in the run as he inevitably catches up. But he's going to use his stuff by the time he gets up to you, and you can kind of dictate the pace the rest of the way. Mm-hmm. And you have to rely.
Look at a guy.
Go ahead. I was going to say you have to rely on. If you're in position number 2 trying to catch him, you have to count on yourself to not mess up. So I think first place on the short pit is absolutely vital.
So you look at guys now, P3 through 7. You have Dexter 21 Lick in P7 with T-Galt battling for that spot. You have H Shifter in 5th. You have Super Rupert you have Respect the Clout, in 4th, and you have the one and only in 3rd. Would you short pit if you're them right now? Just kind of the laps wind down.
Well,
take that risk here.
Not yet. As soon as you get about 21-20 to go, that's when you want to make your short pit. 21 laps total is about the most you can go. When there's about 17, 18 to go is when you want to pit if you're going to short pit it. But you don't want to run it too hard or too long. You're not going to have an opportunity at the end of the race. But yeah, definitely if you're 3rd and 4th, 5th place, I think short pitting is absolutely your only option to have a chance to win this race.
Also, you think Meesme's letting Drew Redneck eat those tires up?
I think that might be the case. But there's only a few laps left till pitting, so at this point, it doesn't matter too much if you're conserving because you're giving up time.
It also looks like the one and only is slowly catching those two. Ever so slightly, though.
Yeah, my boy back here, I see a couple of trucks way too tight, and they just can't turn. T-Bolt back here, and I think 6, he can't turn, can't hit the line he wants to. COVID back here, he's way too tight. Half stack.
Well, you're talking about pitting. Here comes the one and only.
Oh,
I think. No, he did not. He dove down to the bottom. Interesting. He gave the signal to pit, it looks like. As Meesme he gets that preferred line on the inside. Do Redneck loses it and gives up P1. It looks like Meesme was in the wall there.
I'm looking at the battle between the 26 and the 16. I don't think these guys like each other that much. They don't
like
banging.
each other at all.
And look at that. Do Redneck gives up the lead in short pits.
I think that could be the move.
Too, because he's running that Roush team tonight. If you're Respect the Cloud, you're in that same camp as Meesme. Are you pitting that same lap as Meesme, you think?
It's going to be close. You know, you did talk about Meesme maybe saving some of his stuff. He's going to come on pit road now. He's not going to wait any longer. But if you can make it on 2 tires, that's going to be a stretch. But it could be a risk. But that's something you might want to try.
He comes down. The 26 came down. It looked like the lap before. Interestingly enough.
But assuming no penalties, I mean, Do Redneck will come out back as the leader.
Track car down on the backstretch. The 32 of its shifter got knocked by the one and only with heavy, heavy damage.
Oh, that's
to the front of that car. Looked like there could have been a lag spike involved. And there's a wreck on pit entry. So if the 51 up track going backwards, turning around,
it's still green
there. We stay green.
Things are starting to get chippy, boys.
As we go into pit, Tico is on top. He is
looking at
on top. He's on top of a truck going down pit road.
Oh no! That's not good for the shocks.
No. 7-0.
Sometimes when games mess up like that, it's just too funny.
So Jose Protege just asked, did Meesme get a speeding penalty?
No.
It does not seem as such, but we'll find out in a second. You know, the Ridge Rats using the White Knuckle Racing League YouTube tonight, and he said he calls that a pickup truck.
No, that's good. That's good. Oh.
Ridge Rats got the jokes tonight. It looks like Meesme might have gotten a speeding penalty because he's now behind Respect the Cloud. You may be right, Jose Protege.
Okay. Who's the leader?
That's a good question. We will have to ask someone in that RCR camp. I know you're talking with them.
Right now, the 18 is leading. The 18.
The 18. Who's driving the 18? Punk Panda.
Could be a strategy call. Not sure. He is pitting now, so he just gave up the lead.
I wonder if the one and only is going to cycle back through to the lead. Did he take 2 tires, Punk? Or no? It would be interesting.
And
Shifter goes around him.
The 4 has now briefly led, and he's pitting now.
I don't think the 74 has come down yet. Meesme has gotten by Respect the Cloud.
I can't wait for someone to take a screenshot of that 8 car riding on top of the other truck.
That's on video now.
Oh yeah, I think we both got it. That was funny.
And that was the 2 is leading. So
here comes the 4. The 4.
D-Blood says Meesme is in the lead.
Meesme's leading.
Potentially no penalty there.
We're probably right around 15 laps to go. I'll get an official word here in a minute.
Okay, we have an update from the Gaming Tao, the Facebook. In his words, sorry that I couldn't give a post-race interview, but here's how the race went in my opinion. Struggled at the start of the race to get a feel for the track, finished 3rd in stage 1, shout out to the one and only 77 for a great battle. Stage 2, the truck got really loose midway through. The run tightened up on the pit stop and ended up beating the one and only because of a lapped car. Stage 3, the truck was perfect, made no changes to the rest of the race and got my first win. Hopefully I can carry my momentum into the Class A truck group. Gaming Tao. So there you go.
He had a good race, man. I mean, he was one of the guys I mentioned too. I think we all mentioned him, didn't we?
You definitely mentioned him.
Yeah, the Gaming Tao. I mean, I remember him being raw at Atlanta, and the Gaming Tao, he's a talented driver. Man.
Hey guys, don't look now. The 26 is reeling in Meets Me.
Yes.
Look at the 26 real quick. Respect the clout. Respect the clout.
Respect it. All of it.
Every bit of it. And man, we're gonna see. Right, he came from the developmental, showed out there. Now he's up in the big show. And see if he can run down one of the best drivers.
10 laps remaining.
10 laps to go. He got pressure from
Also,
behind you.
Yep, he's got Do Redneck.
You know, I mean, I understand Do Redneck, but like, there is a little bit of a draft to work with. I mean, if you guys could help push each other up to the front, both of you might have a chance to win this race, but side by side is not going to get it done.
Nope.
No, it's not.
It's exactly what Meets Me wants to see right now.
But you ain't gonna tell these
The
guys
Do Redneck might clear him here. Coming out of 2.
He's going to run it up pretty high, though. It's going to be a crossover.
We'll fight him for everything.
Does he got it? He does not have it.
This is gonna keep the WKR bank $25 richer. And,
Yes, that's the way it looks right now.
We're going wreck here on the front stretch.
Oh, we're racing.
Meets Me, he's gonna steal another one. He's gonna steal another one.
A lot of wrecks, but not any cautions so far.
Barring a caution. Yeah, man. Meets Me's gonna steal another one here at Iowa.
Excuse me, guys, for a second. Real life just happened, and my dog just did his stuff all over the house, so I will be right back.
Well, I thought he was going to say something a lot more tragic, so I'm glad it's just that.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to cry, so okay.
But yeah, man, I think these the 26 and the 16 keep on racing like this.
Oh yeah, and Sporty's dog may have taken a dump, but you know who's not taking a dump right now is the 2 of Meets Me. He's pulling away at this point as he head into turn number 3.
Yeah, man. What do you got to do to win 3 in a row in any series in this league?
We saw last week. It was a strategy call. He wasn't the fastest at Atlanta, but sometimes it's the IQ. You know, if your wheels are churning in your brain and you know exactly what you got to do, and you're very adaptable to situations when cautions come out, you can be very dangerous in any series.
Definitely.
And so 5 laps remaining. So it'll be 4 to go at this line.
4 to go at this line. Meets Me, man. A cup caliber driver. Always out front, knows what to do. Knows what to do in any situation. I know Coach Matt was very excited when he signed him. He couldn't keep his mouth shut about him. I remember he's on the podcast that, hey man, you ain't gonna believe this, but I just signed Meets Me, so
and Meets Me has really pulled away from these guys. I mean, the battle for second still continues between Respect to Clout,
oh yeah,
Do Redneck, and the 21 of Dexter 21 Lick.
Yeah, it's a wrap, man. Barring a caution or a mistake by Meets Me. Yeah, he's gonna get him his 3rd win in a row.
Gone to the wall a little bit.
And I'm gonna be playing Tennessee whiskey in my closet Friday night.
We'll be tuning in. we just need to come up with WKR radio.
Yeah, I know it. We're working on it too. We're actually
all right. White flag this time by. So Meets Me takes the white flag here at the M&M's 100 at Iowa.
I am back.
Sporty, we are last lap here. Me has a very comfortable lead coming onto the backstretch.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, the 26
looks like the 26
out
around.
nasty in second place.
And 26 turned around. If that brings out a caution, it won't matter because Me is going to take the M&M's 100 at Iowa.
Wow. That's a tough break for the 26, man.
26 is still not getting going on that backstretch.
Who did he? I think he blew a tire. He might have blown a tire.
That looks like what
Yeah,
happened.
It looks like he did because he can't get it recovered. I think he may have blown a tire. Wow, man. That's nuts.
Disappointing for him.
So it must have been running a little too hard. I mean, I was telling you, the guys who are in a short pit, you got to watch those right side tires as you come to the end of the race, and he just went raced a little too hard for those positions. But Me, 3 in a row. This man can't be stopped at the moment.
3 in a row.
Man on a mission.
No bounty collected on him.
He is the Austin Cindric right now of the White Knuckle Truck Series.
Get this man a new contract. Respect the clout, but I respect the Me even more at the moment.
So if Mismi won, he gets the money. So Mismi secured the bag.
So I got the top 10 here. It was Me in first.
Go for it.
Dexter, 21 Lake in second. Do Redneck in third. One and only. Finishing fourth. Shifter was able to recover and finish round out the top 5. Shy Cubs in sixth. Punk Panda 7th. Blade Valentine, that pickup truck we saw, finishing 8th. Perspective Cloud ends up 9th. And Exotic Apex rounds out the top 10.
Wow.
So we'll try to get in.
And look at our top 2 laps times before we back out here. Do Redneck and Respect the Cloud are the top 2 lap times. Mismi was third.
24.01, pretty fast. I mean, the difference between Mismi and Do Redneck, I mean, that's 2/10 right there. It's pretty significant.
Yeah. Wow. Congratulations to Mismi. We're going to get the commissioner in here. And then he will... I know I got Mismi as a friend. I think Do Redneck you said was top 5? Was top?
It was Mismi, Dexter, and Do Redneck.
I got Do Redneck. I don't think I have Dexter. But I do have Do Redneck. So we'll get the commissioner in here to get Dexter. Unless the commissioner already hopped off. It looks like.
We could do a little teamwork here. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
There we go.
What to say right now?
Fantastic race. That's what I'm going to say to you to start.
I'm sure a frustrating stage 3, but man, you showed a lot tonight.
Man, I thus far I definitely don't know what to say except that was awesome. That was definitely awesome. Running up there with the guys. Me's me, my dude. Congratulations, Dexter. Congratulations in second place. Great racing for both nights in developmental and the main race, and I'm just hoping you guys had a great time watching it.
No, it was awesome, man. So, hey, let me ask you this, brother. What kind of endurance do you have to run 250% back to back? You tired?
I'm a little bit exhausted, if I'm being honest with you. Like, it's like in between races, I had to grab me like a bottle of water. So I don't know, but I worked really hard in both races, and coming out in the top 3, I can't say no more. Great racing for everybody, and what a great night! What an awesome night!
Awesome night, and Iowa in the middle of August, it's going to get 136 degrees in that truck. You earned that bottle of water, man.
Yeah, I say so. I mean, I'd rather drink me some Mountain Dew, but hey, water's good enough.
Hey, man. Well, congratulations, back-to-back races, man. We were all up here rooting for you, especially as free agency opens up. So best of luck rest of the season. I'm sure we'll be talking to you a lot more this season.
Yeah, yes, sir. And
you guys did a great job tonight, and just want to say a quick message real quick to all the captains. I hope you guys watched the developmental league. All the guys worked hard, and I hope you guys enjoyed both races tonight.
Well, there you go.
Helping out his buddies down there in developmental.
Yeah, amen to that, man. But you guys have a great one, and talk to y'all later.
Thank you so much, Dew.
No problem.
Let's do Redneck for you. Coach Matt, do you have Dexter 21 Lick as a friend?
Yeah, I got him. Hold on a second.
Take your time.
I don't know what Coach Matt's doing.
Coach Matt, this is Jeff Burton of the Booth. Got copy?
This is Jeff Burton in the booth.
No, I wasn't even high enough. Hey, this is Jeff Burton here. Oh my good God, good golly, Miss Molly. I'll tell you what. Before we get to the rest of the interviews, I mean, I hadn't really watched a lot of the trucks this season, but like Iowa, I mean, short track racing going to produce great racing, but man, that was fun. I mean, no cautions in both races, or there was one caution in the first one, but completely clean. I had a lot of fun as we welcome in Dexter 21 Lick into some post-game interview.
Congrats. That's what we're going to start with. Congratulations. It looked like that, but if you want to make yourself happy, you have run the 4th fastest time at Iowa today in the truck series with a 24:025. But you're there, and you're on the weekly leaderboard. You're 10th on the weekly leaderboard, so congrats.
Well, Dexter, I can tell. I mean, Dexter, I was noticing you slowly creeping forward all the way throughout the race, and you were kind of like a mid-pack car, probably in stage 1, but I saw in stage 2 you slowly made your way into the picture in the top 5, and I mean stage 3. I mean, just take us through that last stage and what were you able to do to ensure that you got a good finish? Well, there you go. Well, Ski Mask, what about you? You got anything to add?
Nah, Dexter, it looks like you had that bottom line nailed down pretty well. How much practice did you put into this race before you got into it?
Well, early in the week, I was so frustrated with Atlanta that I turned a couple hundred laps early in the week, at least. And then talked to a few guys, how what their tricks are to get around Atlanta. And I just ended up finding something that worked.
Okay.
So I got one question for you before we let you go. Hypothetical here. You're on the last lap. You got your front end to Misi's bumper. Are you moving him out of the way for those $25? Are you putting him in the wall?
Talked about that. We talked about that.
No, I'm just going to ride his ass all the way into the corner.
Move him up the track a little bit.
Move him up the track.
Oh.
We were close to having a 1-2-3 finish there as we spent.
Yeah.
Low on his tires. Which is too bad, but he had a fast truck too tonight.
He was up front the whole time.
Good job tonight, Dexter. It was a real good job.
Thank you.
So, congratulations, Dexter. Now,
Well, Sporty, if you don't mind, I want to bring in Meesme because there's some drama in my chat right now. I want to get Meesme's take on it.
okay, go for it.
In my live stream, just got a comment from Exotic Apex saying, "Thanks for the wreck in stage 1, number 2. Really
Stage
appreciate
one,
it."
Yeah, yeah. I did not mean to do that to him. I was trying to cut to the bottom to let everyone know that I was pitting, but he got a real good turn off of turn 2, and like him and I hooked. I tried turning him back to the right, and we just hooked together, and it spun him out. Yeah, I was coming to the pits that lap and just trying to show guys that I was pitting. So, and that didn't work out well for me. That short pit, getting 4 tires was not the way to go in that first stage.
It's really hard to be mad at Meesme. I mean, such a nice guy, but Sporty, I'll let you take it away.
Wait, what else do we got to say? You said last week the first thing you said was, "I'm looking to win every single race." It's not realistic, but that's the goal. And here you are now. with your third win. I just called you the Austin Cindric of the Truck Series for us. You know, he just went 5 of 6. What's going through your head? That's all I want to know. You dominated again tonight on strategy.
Oh, that second stage strategy was kind of a on the fly kind of thing. I was going to go for 4 tires again, but I decided that when I was in my window, just to go for 2, and it worked, man. I wasn't expecting it. I figured it couldn't be worse than getting 4 tires and finishing that first stage in 6th. Came and win with that stage 2 win, and got to start up front for the end. And damn, I don't know who that was I was racing with so much in stage 3 to 15, I think it was. But man, I thought he was I thought he was gonna hit me. Man, I'll tell you, he pitted a lap before me, and I thought that was going to be game over. That one extra lap would give it to him. I don't know exactly what happened to him, if he was slow entering or I don't know what the hell happened with him, but I came out front and I asked the guys, I was like, how far ahead is it? You know, how far much ahead is he? And they're like, you're second. And Exotic pitted and took the lead, never looked back.
Well, we thought that Do Redneck had you there too, because you short pit earlier and then you came out ahead in that second stage in front of a lot of cars.
Yeah.
So we thought he had you there. We were talking about whoever pit first was going to win the race.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That did not happen.
I don't know what happened to him, man. I thought it would have been a battle between the two of us, like the start of stage 3 until we pit. I thought we'd have battled all the way to the end. I'd have given 110% to try to catch up to him, because him pitting that lap earlier, I thought that would have. I told the guys on the radio, I was like, that just did it. I lost. There it goes. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm standing here again. I don't know what to have. The first week I had a couple beers. Last week I had a couple of glasses of whiskey. I guess I'm gonna have to just go straight to Everclear, or I don't know, just keep kicking it up. I'm gonna be loaded by the time the end of the season comes around if they let me keep doing this.
You got the champagne going, don't you? I might have to have the other chair.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me some champagne. Ski.
Oh,
No,
Ski, you got to tell them about your little thing that you got going on with your podcast now.
Yeah, man, I might have to have a wall knocked out in my closet and a chair built for you in there. So, you wasn't lying, man.
I've got requests. I got a leather chair. I want a recliner, man.
Oh, I was going to say a throne.
That's all right. I can take that too.
Man, nah, man. I ain't got too much to say to you, man. You're dominating.
No, I feel bad for Exotic. I really do. I did not mean to do that to him. Like I said, I was trying to get to the bottom of the track, and we just hooked together. And I watched him spin, and I told Matt, I was like, hey, if you can put in the chat somewhere that, I apologize, huge apology, but I mean, he raced me hard there at the end of, I think it was the end of stage 2, and there at the end of the race, and we got into it a little bit, and he put me in the grass. There on that third stage, and I gave up a lot of time to second and third place, and I thought it was going to be over there. I just had to lock the truck down and keep it from spinning out.
Yeah, no, I feel he's just them racing deals, man.
It is. But, he's going to get one. He's fast. We all know that. We all know that Exotic is one of the quickest ones out here too. So
yeah,
I think that's why him and I are racing each other as hard as we are. Is we know that it's there's a good chance to come down between the two of us.
Yeah, man. So congratulations on you 3 in a row dub right there, man. And,
that's right. 4 all-time wins. Coming for you, McLovin.
Yeah, so next week you got Martinsville. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I think everyone's gonna race well at Martinsville. I don't think we're gonna come out of there caution free. Inevitably, someone forgets where the brake is. But it's that
left pedal.
Yeah,
middle left pedal.
And I don't know. I'm just hoping we can put on a good show again at Martinsville. I think think if we've got a chance to, this truck league and all the way up, everyone. I think every series is racing Martinsville next week, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
That's
so
confirmed.
I think across the board it's going to be some good racing. Exotic will have his chance to get me back. I'm sure he's looking for revenge.
Little Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin action.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It was one of those deals. I wasn't trying to cut down on him, but I can understand his frustration of having his issues with guys last week, and then this week again having the issue with me there at the start. And yeah, I feel bad for that.
So, congratulations, Meesme. We'll let you go here.
Thank you.
Coach Matt, before we end the broadcast, you got any thoughts on your driver tonight?
Well, like I said, he came to the season with the goal to, win as much as possible, and yeah, I think, just my guys across the board, I mean, except for my Xfinity guys been doing really well too, is just, the work they put in, they reach out to each other, they want to put work in, they want to work together, and so, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the group we have. I feel like everybody did really well. Clout has some tires, he's there on that last lap, he was doing everything he could to hold on to him, but, yeah, I mean, Meesby, man, he stays calm, calculated, takes care of his stuff, and, like I said, I'm real proud of him and excited for the rest of the season for sure.
That's great. Great stuff, Coach Matt.
Hey, breaking news. He did tell me he was offering me a lifetime contract, so.
That is true, yeah, lifetime contract. We'll pull Mr. Hendrick, pull.
Yeah.
Lifetime contract, some Jeff Gordon action.
Yeah, some Jeff Gordon action. Pretty sure Jimmy Jr., they all signed him, so.
Oh, yeah, that is true, so. Well, great to have you, Coach Matt. Meesme, congrats on your win tonight. Any final thoughts, Turtle, Ski?
Well, I think Ski has left the party, so I guess it's just down to me.
He has left the building.
I will say,
I know me and Turtle will be in the booth tomorrow, though.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Catch that in the old Turtlecast tomorrow, 9 p.m. sharp. That's my broadcasting voice. My final thoughts, Meesme, I think he needs to go to that 200% proof. West Virginia moonshine. I think that's the next step up. So
not the Natty Lights that are gonna be on your car this weekend, on this Thursday.
Allegedly, we haven't decided between the big cheese and the big seltzer or the big cottonelle, so we'll figure it out. But no, great race overall. One caution throughout 2 races at a short track. You kidding me? I loved every second of it. It was a lot of fun. So those are my final thoughts, and we're on to Richmond tomorrow night.
Yep. Final thoughts from me. Strong racing in all series. Unfortunately, there were some spots that could have been cautious in that last race, but the developmental series continues to shine above most series. And we'll be looking forward next week at Martinsville, the Martinsville 125. Wonder if there could be another bounty out there on Meesme next week.
We shall see. Maybe double up, $50.
Maybe double up, double or nothing action.
No, I don't know what kind of money I think I got, but yeah.
Hey, you married man, you got double the income.
So, we're going to end it here. Thank you for a great night, everybody. Take care. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.